Hello, internet friends. It is Saturday night. We are playing Call of Cthulhu. It's Quests and Chaos. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us. We really appreciate it. And we are, we'll just start right off the gate. Unfortunately, Dane is not with us today. He is down south taking care of things he needs to take care of. Dane, hope you're well.
Down south?
Yeah,
he is from the south.
Yeah.
This is an in-joke, because Dane is from San Diego and likes to claim that's the South. And as a Southerner, I take it personal.
She's from Virginia, so she takes exception to this.
I'm not a Southerner. I'm a Texan.
Yeah, completely different.
Yeah, very.
I mean, valid. I'm Alaskan, but I'm not a Northerner.
Well, people not from the South
Good
like
call.
to be like, oh, is Virginia the South? And I'm like, have you been to the South? I don't know.
Virginia is the South, like capital T,
I know.
capital S.
Hi, folks.
Hi.
We are so excited you're here. We're so excited everyone's here because Ren and Pooja just zoomed in at the last minute. Very excited. Pooja had a call back for a show. You told them, I assume, that you can't work Saturdays.
Yep.
Yeah, I told them that all the performances on Saturdays need to get rescheduled.
I love it.
Yeah, I said do another day.
That is, that's when you know you've made it, when you have that kind of pull.
Yeah, and they said yes, of course, Pooja.
They said,
Whatever you
Wait,
say,
don't they call you
Pooja.
Miss Poojington?
No.
Oh.
That's only online. For all my friends online.
Well, there you go.
Sorry, I'm a little,
Something you're
I'm a
not
little
telling
loopy.
us.
We're all a little bit loopy. I think the loopiest is, of course, Dane, who is not here, but
Yes.
or the most stable.
No, he's Dale.
This is actually the most grounded Dane has been. He's really.
He's really subtle.
Yeah.
Knows when to talk, when not to talk.
Yeah. Insert
I
your-
gesture over here as if anyone can see what I'm waving at, because this box is shaded out.
Quests and Chaos just spent 2 weekends ago a lovely time in the vendor hall at DundraCon, moved some product, but there are still a limited amount, and when I say limited, I mean almost all of them, of signed dice trays still available at shop.questsandchaos.com. Tune in next month when the sale item is going to be signed dice trays.
$5, get him out of here.
It's funny how we depreciate
Yeah,
their
we have
value like
lowered
that.
the.
I'm gonna buy one.
Well, there you go.
Not right now, but later.
One day when they're on sale.
Yeah, she's very happy. She's like,
I'm waiting for the sale.
And then there's the cast discount.
Right.
the cast actually
This
gets charged.
one reserved by Pooja. Pooja.
I signed my own dice tray. It's a,
Like you
it's a
do.
pro move, man.
Hey.
That's a baller move.
I like to pet my ego.
Is it your fuzzy little dog that you take with you everywhere?
Hello, ego.
so, but it was
There's not enough alcohol in the studio, man.
it was great to see folks at DundraCon. I assume I wasn't there.
I was gonna say, where were you?
Yeah, I was confused for a second.
I'm actually DundraCon's target market as an old white guy, but Santa Clara, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a schlep. We on next Friday, March 7th. Is that next Friday? I think that's this Friday.
Yes.
That's this Friday, March
Technically
7th.
next Friday, yes. A week from yesterday.
March 7th. I'm not going to say what day it is.
This next Friday.
Which
Whoa.
is March 7th.
Nick's right. Time doesn't exist.
Make a hand roll.
March 7th, it's happening. The Carbon 2185 Arena with Warren here in the world's most uncomfortable chair. Bo, Dane, and Thomas are going to be at that table. That is a fun table.
Yeah.
Playing Carbon 2185, probably trying to kill each other.
Fun.
Carbon tends to be a little more cooperative.
Well, but it's an arena.
They're not trying to kill each other necessarily.
Have you ever watched one of them?
Yeah, we
Well, I
don't
guess
kill each other.
Warren. I'm just assuming with Warren involved.
I mean, valid. For your only real experience
Yeah.
with the Chaos Agents, we all wound up killing each other.
Warren and Bo went right at each other. So
Immediately.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm used to arenas like something will happen and like, oh, we're adopting that one. And it's like, I'm very uncomfortable.
So look for that on Friday. Patreons, you can go into the Discord and make a character to be played. Do me a favor, make Thomas a really terrible character. Make Dewey in Carbon 2185. And then just die a horrible death.
Oh,
Like, that would be my arena. Dewey would be a clone that just kept, he would be Jared. Dewey would just keep dying horrible deaths, and then Dewey would show up again.
Yeah, you never killed my Jared. You're supposed to kill him.
I know,
You never-
I get all
you
these
got
references.
attached. You made the mistake of getting
But, you know,
attached.
the real problem was that I didn't have enough creative ways to introduce new Jared in ways that wouldn't have been just like, like the third time you introduce a clone, it kind of loses any sort of oomph.
At some point, if I would have just shot him and walked away.
Well, yeah. But that is, that's sort of the challenge of you create a recurring thing like that. You better have clever ways to have it recur. Otherwise,
I learned my lesson. I haven't made any more clones.
Yet.
Or have I?
Yeah.
Is Rudy a clone?
What?
Who knows what came back from the Dreamlands? By the way, I'd like to personally apologize to those of you who are only catching up with the show and learned about the tragic end of Blackjack.
Humorous end? I think you misspoke.
Poor Blackjack.
It was wonderful. This guy I'm sure he knew what was happening, but in the Discord he was like, Blackjack's my favorite character. I hope he recurs.
I mean, it makes sense.
Guess he didn't read the episode titles, Funeral of Blackjack.
I mean, if you're listening on like Spotify or whatever, you're just like going to the next one. You don't necessarily look at the rest of them.
Speaking of, get on our Discord if you are not part of it. I'm sure there's a link in the
There's
Twitch
no
thing.
spoilers.
I spoiler block. I don't know about everybody.
I try to add spoilers, but I keep having my stuff deleted.
What? Who's what?
Who's deleting your stuff?
Kidding.
Okay. I was like, I'm one of the admins. I would know if we were targeting your stuff.
It's just whenever you post.
Should be.
It just
Donna
ends
just
there.
shadow bans you all the time.
Shh. Stop giving that away. Jeez.
It is March 1st by my watch.
That's true.
That checks out.
By my
Across the
phone.
hair, yeah.
Because I live in 2025, Ezra.
I'm still writing 2025 on my checks.
You sure?
You're supposed to write 2025.
You don't write
I don't write checks anymore.
Thank
You're supposed to write 2025 on your checks because it is 2025.
But you're not supposed to write on checks anymore. Why would you do that?
Some people keep them for things like rent.
Yeah, I only pay in gold.
Thank you.
Wow. She's got that little scale.
Yeah, it's important.
Thomas, by the way, he puts gold in he has a little safe. He's saving
Don't
it
tell them.
for the end times.
Don't tell them.
The safe is in his office.
The uncomfortable shrug in there.
It's also where he keeps all his Tesla stock.
We need a Thomas cam for his reactions.
We really
and stuff.
do.
Just
You know,
like
I used to
shaky
love
thumbs
here.
up.
I used to love.
Can we toggle from in here with a Steam Deck? That'd be great.
There was a running Letterman gag where he would say something to the producer, and the producer would just be like,
Yeah, that's what Thomas does.
"We are at 51% of our tavern upkeep.
Day one.
Start the month, and that is because of our fabulous Patreons. You literally keep us going. You are the reason that we get together most weeks and have fun and play the game we love.
Have fun most weeks.
We got a bit of coal, but it's not cold out anymore, so more money.
No, it's cold in here.
You changed it. Thomas changed it here. So this might be the month where Thomas comes out of the closet. On the fly, I did it. No, this might be the month that I come out of my closet with a random RPG.
Yay!
from the 80s. If we get to 75% tavern upkeep, we'll do a drawing, and I'm going to give somebody some real terrible thing out of my closet, out of the huge bin of who knows what.
Good job selling it.
I'm excited.
It could be.
I love the old stuff.
It
That's
could
so
be a
fun.
random D&D module from, maybe it's A3 Slaver Island. Wait, no, A3 was not. That was.
I was about to be very impressed.
I think A3 was actually the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh
Oh my
Valid.
back in
god.
the day. The A series
Steel
of
trap.
modules were the Slavers series against the Slavers.
Get in your
He
closet,
only
get a
remembers
Google
very
Doc.
specific things from the
Start
70s and
documenting.
80s.
Yeah. Quadratic equation, no idea. The theme song to Scarecrow and Mrs. King, it's right there.
Locked in.
Oh,
God.
And that is as much as you can do before we get copyright struck.
We believe you.
So if we get to 75% on the tavern upkeep, I'll be dipping into that bin again.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Spiders. Oh, the spiders.
Really selling it.
I mean, I can go digging in there if you want. I'm not scared of spiders.
Oh, I might take you up on that. But that's all up to you. Can we get to 75%?
Really, get us up to 75 and I'll send you an old box filled with spiders. Like,
In
Really?
fairness, the last time that he went into that box in the
Dane loved
closet,
it.
Dane loved it. I really loved getting to read through the other one that you pulled out.
Oh, the Palladium.
That was
The Palladium
so
module.
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of impressed that an 80s thing had that much, it actually thought about role-playing that much.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was
just,
really in depth, and I really liked that.
it
I
talked-
took pictures of some of the stuff.
It was and I mean, Palladium was a little ahead in that sort of thing. But although in many ways they were very far behind, but in some ways they were ahead. We are
playing Call of Cthulhu?
Yes,
Never.
we are in the lovely town of Vinkovci still, and we have all sorts of shenanigans occurring here.
Yep.
Yep.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, Dane is going to do our recap.
Everybody listen.
Yeah, that covers it.
Great point.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dane,
Very, very insightful.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way. Yeah.
succincter than usual.
He's pretty succinct about
And no one
recaps.
can see the chair that we're staring at.
For the podcast listeners. Do you want to do a quick recap, Google Doc?
I don't know. I don't know if I got it in me. I'm loopy right now.
I remember some stuff.
All right, let's
Go
see.
on.
I mean, I remember
That puts you ahead of most people.
the most important thing is that right now I am barreling towards is it a police or military? It's a
military, yes.
A military checkpoint. Taking a step back, the reason why I'm barreling towards a
It's like a
military
Rashomon
checkpoint
thing.
Record scratch. I'm sure you're wondering how I got to this place.
is because we went, I snuck into a butcher shop, which we're confident is filled with cultists that have been tailing us. And I stole their car. I stole their car because earlier we were trying to get to the dig site and we realized that we were being followed by said cultists. So we split up. Reggie and Yasmina went off as bait to a coffee shop
A
to
cafe
drink
of
champagne.
some kind.
They're at a cafe.
Yeah, one of the
cafe.
champagne cafes.
Champagne cafe.
Somebody's never been to Europe.
I'm sorry, Champagne. And
So from somewhere in Seattle, my sister just twitched.
the rest of us split off to follow them. And when they went to a public place, they were like, and they went off to their butcher shop, which is a perfect place for cultists to set up shop.
But did you find any evidence that they were cultists?
Well, it's the same truck that we saw at the
Doesn't
station.
matter, 'cause I'm not gonna be accusing
And
them
we
of being
followed those people who
And they've
were
been following
us.
us.
Yeah. So we have reasons to believe that these are the.
And they're probably not military. Who are the other people would have reason to follow us?
pretty sure.
So we.
I think Ezra is.
Trying to throw us off the scent here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a moot point. They're either rebels or they're cultists. Either way, I'm gonna direct the military towards them.
Oh no.
What? That's how you handle rebels and or cultists.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So leading up to deciding to do that, we went to go talk to a doctor, partly because this doctor was a friend of Yasmina and might have had information. But in my case, it was because I had my arm sliced open by cultists. Now, how did I have my arm sliced open by cultists, you ask?
Second record scratch.
So,
This may be the best recap ever.
Good. That's really good.
before, Yasmina was certain that her father was out in the forest and his life was in danger, and she needed to go find him right then and there with no light and no real directions. And
Why
no
did she
help.
believe that?
I wasn't there for that because I had not been sleeping. However, I had finally gotten some rest and I woke up and it was night and she was heading out. So I managed to stop her temporarily, get her to come back in to not like go out in heels, get like blankets, jackets, whatnot, got some coffee in her. Then I went with her in the dark where we came across a bunch of cultists who admitted to killing her father and drew guns on us. And then I threw our only source of light, the lantern, into one of them, catching him on fire. And the other one sliced my arm while I tried to fend him off with my cane. And we booked it in the dark back to the cabin, where Charlie managed to stop most of my bleeding for the time being till we could get to the surgeon.
Very good.
That was really good.
That was an excellent recap.
It was like Memento style.
Yeah, it kept going back, and then
I got
and,
to the beginning of the campaign.
And all this starts
and then
20 years ago. No.
the 1916 Olympics.
It would have been 1890,
Yeah.
1890 something.
Oh, was
Yeah,
it
it was more.
1890 something?
Because it was before 1893.
Oh,
Yeah, I was a
So-
young whippersnapper back then.
Yeah.
Back in those days.
All right, Uncle Rudy.
Ooh, get the all right Uncle Rudy.
Wow. Well, you gotten comfortable with me, I see.
So here's where we stand currently. You are in the truck.
I don't want to say barreling because I haven't gotten to that much speed, but I'm moving
Yeah,
rather.
it's funny because
Directly
I
to
was
that.
going to say barreling.
No, because you wouldn't let me do barreling because I can't lose the people that are running after me.
Well, it's
You
true.
didn't let me do barreling.
Look, you're barreling for a 1920s truck.
Yeah, I'm moving.
Yeah, you are moving. You two, Erna and Charlie, were moving around, sort of following the truck, trying not to like clue in the cultists.
No, they did something way dumber.
Or did they run to the butcher shop?
Well, no.
Yeah, they were last
I
we
was
left them.
discussing.
They-
I said, "Oh, this
contemplating.
would be a good time to go into the butcher
Yeah,
shop."
but there seemed to be a consensus.
Was there?
When you looked at each other, there was like a
I don't know. I feel like Charlie. I feel like Charlie.
I feel
is
like if
smarter
you
than
don't do
that.
it now, you're metagaming because you know that I'm going to direct the military. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Charlie's not a like sneak in kind of person unless it's a rail car.
No, Erna really wanted to go in to go check things out, and everybody was
Turn it
like,
into a rail car.
and then everybody was like,
whole thing's a
"No,
railroad."
Erna, you're being dumb." They didn't say that, but they were thinking
we
it.
would never say that.
Somewhere,
Thinking very loudly, maybe.
somewhere there's a notebook on a train going, "She is!"
And she will never have to hear that again.
Wasn't
Yeah.
that thrown off the train?
And then it got thrown back
Tentacles.
on.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I ripped out all of its pages.
they
I
did that
killed
with
it
Blackjack
slowly.
too, which is why I ended up not being the person who killed him.
Yeah. All right.
Did you kill him?
No.
Oh.
Rudy recap is done.
That sounded like the comment of a guilty woman.
Yeah, really. We don't need to talk about who killed Blackjack.
Should have been me.
My interpretation of the end of the episode, it was a little amorphous, but I think that our plan was to follow behind the truck, but we were still had eyes on the butcher warehouse situation.
So the warehouse is, the truck has gone several blocks
Yeah,
by the time it gets to the military checkpoint.
right.
So, at a
So we
s-
can't really keep an eye on it. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
it's-
far enough
Wait,
away.
either we gotta choose.
Yeah.
Warehouse or truck.
I mean, given that he's driving directly toward a checkpoint,
Do we know that?
If it's only a few blocks, I think.
yeah,
truck. I need to make sure that we're at least nearby if he does something really stupid.
Okay.
Now, so the challenge with if, I enjoy the use of the word if there, the challenge there will be there are also cultists running after the truck.
But we'll be behind them. We'll let them move and then we'll move.
Yeah.
Very smart.
All right.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Vary's doing a lot of work in that sense.
Barry's doing some heavy lifting.
To help you out,
Oh.
Gangrel Claws has 500 bits for that excellent
Thank you,
recap.
Mike.
Yay!
Oh!
That was a...
Off the edge of the cup right in the tip.
Too easy. I want a challenge.
Yeah.
What?
No,
Without Dikembe Danetumbo here.
you just don't have it out for me, and I don't know why.
Wow.
Wow.
Just heartbreak there.
I've killed you so many times. It's old hat.
Those were
It's not fun
welcome
anymore.
kills. You never kill me when I don't want to die.
You do it to yourself.
Interesting.
All right. So yeah, you are, you're about probably 25 miles an hour.
Just tearing down
Yeah,
this
I mean, for
road.
an old car, that's pretty fast.
You hear this, you've shifted into first.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
Maniac.
it's not quite the old farmer's car, but it's there's definitely some chugging going on with this thing. And there are 3 guys running behind you like, hey!
It's like,
What are you doing? Well, they're yelling in Yugoslavian, in Serbo-Croat.
But
so
with
that's what
that
that
voice.
sounds
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
I apologize now, friends. We are in a very, very strange mood.
We're in the best mood of all.
I blame myself.
No, don't.
Don't take the
It's
blame
funny
for
because I
me.
blame you too.
Oh!
I'm just lashing out at anyone at this point.
You know, you are valid. Your pain is valid. But
But keep it on the inside. Push it down.
hurt people. So I'm really going to encourage you to go and get some therapy.
Let it ferment or fester, if you will.
Technical term.
Yeah.
I come here instead of therapy. That's fine.
Yes, I'm hauling at 25 miles an hour towards this checkpoint.
Yeah. So there
People are
are
behind me, and I'm leaning out, and I'm shouting at
Right.
the guards like,
yeah.
rebels, rebels!
So a guy, there's at least one machine gun is now leveled at the truck.
Jesus.
I mean, I will not slam on the brakes, but I'm gonna slow down. But I don't want these cultists to catch up with me. So I'm
This seems like a conundrum.
yeah.
Oh, you should wait
Slowing down
until
so-
they are right behind you.
Stop short on the cultists.
Are they directly behind
They're
me?
tailgaters. Slam on the brakes.
They're running.
They can't be running that fast.
No, they're
though.
not. No, they're probably a block to a block and a half behind.
Oh, that's not anywhere. No, I'll slow down more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. I'll definitely slow down.
Yeah, you've got time to probably. So, you've probably got time to stop completely before you.
Oh, yeah.
Hit the.
I will, but it's kind of like how I drive up to a stoplight, where it's
Oh, God.
just like I'm going. Ah! Right?
This is why I drive the carpool.
Yeah, it's more tame, less stressful.
Okay. So
I'm not going to be that bad, but there is.
that does alarm the soldiers.
They should be alarmed because I'm being chased by terrorists.
So I'm gonna make a sand roll for the soldiers.
When Rudy shows up, you make a sand roll.
I mean, valid. We were just all
So they're sufficiently
immune
panicked
to
with
it.
that expression that you made.
Not immune. What is the word that
No,
I
man,
want?
one of them, like, the guy with the machine gun is like just steely. He's just like, he's not pulling the trigger. He's like, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And
It's good training.
Good for, yeah.
he rolled an ot 4.
Oh,
He
impressive.
knows what's going on. So
We should get him on the team.
so you're like leaning out, waving.
Yeah.
And they're
pointing
like
behind me.
Yeah, and they're yelling "stop" in every language they know.
Is one of them English?
Make a luck roll.
Oh.
Your face. Ugh. No.
Okay, yeah, a lot of languages.
Either way, I am going to stop.
Yeah.
They don't have to.
You get the stop idea.
From the machine gun?
Well, and from the, like,
Yeah.
the second guy. And
Machine gun's much more persuasive.
because he rolled the odd 4, he holds his fire.
Yeah.
He
I mean,
does.
it's not my car.
You notice he does step away from the barricade in case you would barrel.
Oh, yeah, I'm not trying to. And I'm sure if there's one in front of me, I'm going to, like, I'm slowing and veering, but I don't want to.
There are 2 soldiers and a guy who looks like, other than the fact that he looks like he's 17, he might be an officer.
Yeah, 17, definitely not.
He's wearing a nicer hat. And when the car stops, they are, like, immediately going around. So the guy with the machine gun is on you.
Yeah.
The other 2 are, like, fanning out to be in front of the truck in case anybody else jumps out. And
And I'll bring both my hands out so once I stop, they can see.
I don't know.
Oh, rolling spicy.
I would love the spicy rolls.
So you two, we cut to you two, and you're sort of jogging behind these cultists.
I've had to run so much today.
It's good cardio.
And you notice the truck stops at the checkpoint, and you see the cultists stop about a block away, and they're kind of like milling about. And
I'm going to point directly at them.
yeah, as soon as he leans out the window and points, they start to disappear.
I'm gonna grab Erna's hand and also disappear.
Okay.
Because, I'd like to not get caught in that confusion.
So, the officer guy says, American?
American. English?
A little.
Terrorists. Those men are terrorists. They're the rebels.
Croat?
Are they my brain check? Is that what they were calling them?
The Croats are, so the soldiers are Serbs.
Yeah.
And if we've learned anything in 2,000 years, Serbs and Croats don't like each other.
But do I know? Have I been
The
paying
Croats
enough
are
attention?
who the Serbs blame for the
yes,
the training.
and we've heard that a couple
Yeah.
of times.
Then I'll nod, but I won't say yes because I'm not. I don't know, but I'll
Probably.
Railroad blow up. They blew up the railroad.
All right, so the officer barks something, and the guy that doesn't have the machine gun is running towards where the cultists were. He runs off, and the cultists made their spot hidden roll, so that as soon as you stopped at the military check, they were really hoping you drove through the military checkpoint.
Why would I do that? I'm crazy, not stupid.
There's an episode title.
And so
His life story.
they start to disappear. This guy's going to run after them. Are you going to try and follow the cultists, or are you going to? Where are you two headed?
How much are the cultists dispersing? Because the person who's running after them can only go after one.
They are. All 3 of them are running in a different direction.
So scattered in 3.
Yes.
Okay. I'd rather deal with 1 cultist than 3.
We could team up on them.
The
2 of us.
Oh God.
Rudy is not there to disagree.
Charlie's hearing Rudy's voice shouted in the back of his mind.
Don't let Erna do it. Stop Erna. Protect Erna at all costs.
Add to the body count.
Yeah, legit.
I've got to beat Uncle Rudy's.
It's not a competition. Most of them are accidental.
Okay, let's follow fun. Yeah.
Actually, I have a different idea.
Okay.
With some of them at least drawn out, why don't we go check out the butcher shop now? We don't know that. We should have some time, hopefully, before they
You've got to have stuff there.
before they rabbit back in that direction.
Yeah, like papers and...
The officer, as we come back to you, Rudy, says, "You wait," and he goes to the little booth that they have. There's a cast iron stove inside to keep them warm.
And I'm going to shout butcher shop. Butcher. They're at the butcher shop.
He picks up a phone and he starts
As you
cranking it.
we know how you use a phone.
This is like the super cool 20s field radios.
Yeah, the cool ones.
Yeah.
So you power them by going like that?
And he
Cool.
he gets on it and he starts yelling something in Serbo-Croat, and the guy with the machine gun is just sort of looking at you like,
Bro.
Good day. It's a good day.
Got a good head on his shoulders.
and he he goes, "Your car?"
Oh, renting.
And you hear whistles from around town now. And the officer like leans out and he looks at the side of the truck that has, you know, whatever it is, butcher thing on it. And he yells that into the phone. And that goes on. So you two, it's pretty easy to get to the butcher shop.
Yeah.
Everybody, like, people are moving towards the commotion.
Yeah.
They're like, ooh, what's going on? Ooh, what the-"
Of course, human nature doesn't matter what language they speak. The human nature is the same.
Yeah. So, as you recall, in case you don't recall,
Thank you, because there's been a whole Dundrakon between then and now.
there was a small shop and then a big warehouse in the back. And the warehouse had like a garage door that a truck recently drove through.
Did we like see where they went in? I mean, I guess they drove the truck into
Yeah,
the
they
warehouse.
they drove the truck in and then they ran out the garage door chasing the truck.
Is the garage door still open?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so easy.
Suspiciously so.
Live a little.
So you're just gonna
I'd
like,
like to not die today, so let's make this quick.
are you sneaking? Are you?
Does there seem to be any like movement or commotion in the butcher shop? Like if we peek into the garage, do we see anyone
You don't
working?
see anyone.
You know there's a sausage golem in there. Be careful.
We know no such thing, sir.
Well, there is now.
This is like, good idea.
When will you learn? Stop giving Ezra ideas.
I thought we were all thinking it.
SGEI. Yeah, I think we're trying to be quiet, but not necessarily like sneaking through, but not going in like guns a-blazing, literally.
Yeah.
All right, you once you actually enter the warehouse itself, the outside commotion makes it a little quieter, and you hear kind of, so the truck part is sort of its own kind of self-contained part, and then there's a wall and a door, and then there's a door in the back wall that probably leads to the shop. And you hear through the door on the other side, you hear labored breathing.
Like someone in pain.
Yes.
Oh. I guess have a little look-see.
Yeah.
Sneaky look-see.
Yeah, kind of like peek the door open just the teeniest crack, if at all possible, to try and peek through.
Okay. The door opens, and this is a butcher area. There's meat hanging all over the place. There is scraps everywhere. The smell is not great. And there's some sort of rudimentary conveyor belt, rollers where they can roll heavy stuff up to the front of the shop. And lying on a cot against the far wall is a severely burned man.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, he's not dead.
I mean, we can fix, right?
Burned is like, he comes off the kill count.
All right. Well, we know they are connected. We're right.
Yeah, very much so. Sorry, do we know what we would be looking for in here?
What are you looking for?
I don't remember if we had talked about it, because there was a whole Dundrakon between last episode and this.
I don't think, no. So the only thing you've seen in here is the truck and the garage part.
Yeah, I mean, my thought, I think, last time was more spying on them to, like, hear what they were talking about, which they probably don't speak any languages that I do.
Right.
German, maybe.
Really makes the eavesdropping harder.
A little bit more difficult. Is there anything taking the peek? Is there anything in the butcher shop that looks like a desk where someone might keep any kind of paperwork? Like
You think that might be in the front part?
The shop?
the shop?
Yeah, if you could go to the shop then. Just
So there is
leave him to die.
So you can either go, you can either close this door and go back through the garage into the shop part, or you can go into the meat locker area.
I don't want to draw the attention of the heavily burned cultist who may have enough breath to shout.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So I think taking the longer way around is going to be more.
Penalty die didn't do him any favors.
Nice.
They do that.
Okay. Yeah, let's get to the shop.
All right, so you get to that door, and it is locked.
Well, Uncle Rudy showed me the card and the wiggle thing.
Does this look like a door that could be
I'm an
unlatched?
excellent influence. What are you talking
I mean, it doesn't seem. I mean, this is not a high security.
Yeah, is this something that we could like credit card it?
Yeah, the
basically?
real question would be how quietly could you do that?
Super quiet.
I mean,
Let's give it a shot. I don't know what I'm rolling.
So,
not locksmith.
so I'm gonna. You don't. If you had locksmith, you could roll that, and that would be silent.
Okay.
We'll say it's going to be a dex roll to be kind of quiet,
Okay.
and no roll at all to just be more noisy than you probably want.
I'll try. Yeah.
And I'll keep watch while she's doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Make me a
Regular.
listen roll.
96.
Outstanding. We flash back to
These ones are in
I'm sure they're
jail.
fine. I'm sure they're fine.
to you, and the officer says, "Why truck?"
They've been following us. One of them attacked me the other night, and I show my arm and I'll pull
Oh,
off
so you stole truck?
to stop them from following us and to get it here to inform you. Mm-hmm. Once I was able to recognize that one of them was the one that attacked me, I say lyingly.
He seems to have. So Croat stab you.
And they admitted to killing a man.
They've killed a man. Did they blow up train?
I believe so.
Yeah. Yes, terrorist, huh?
Yes.
And he says he gives you an acronym that you've never heard of before. He says, but they are member of, what is it? The P, are they the PKK? The HSS, that's what they are.
They didn't say it explicitly, but I believe so.
Yes. American smart. He goes back and he HSS. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just thank you. It's good to know there are good men like you.
Oh, dear.
America #1.
God.
Sorry, what?
America always supports allies.
Yep.
Always count on America, especially in Eastern Europe. Russia.
Is there some sort of messaging going on there?
Messaging
Some sort
in
of-
my TTRPG?
Impossible.
There's no messaging, but I did have to send Thomas an email telling him 5 things that I did for this game. It seemed invasive.
How long did that take you to work out the list?
I didn't have 5.
Just repeated the same thing like I thought about it.
Thomas isn't sure I'm alive. He may be fake. So you jimmy that door open, and you are in a back room of this is like an office there is a window that you can see out to the storefront where there are 2 guys being butchers.
That was not what I thought you were going to say.
Being butchers in like what way?
Like selling meat.
Okay.
Doing like one of them's at a machine, just like cutting meat, and another one is like looking at papers, doing something, and preparing pickups or something like that.
They call just throw a lamp with oil on them and set them on fire.
I wonder if the mic picked that up.
I'm sure it did not. I didn't say that.
And
Talking about.
and they seem unaware of your presence. This is a room. The lights are not on, but there is light coming through the window. And there's a like roll top desk with, it looks like accounting ledgers. This looks like a business office to you.
Can I do a spot hidden for
Sure, you want to start searching? Yeah,
Yeah, I would also like to
please,
search around.
please.
secrets?
We do like our secret.
Don't dally for him.
Ooh, that was a 2.
Nice.
Wow.
80 is a regular success.
All right, so we got 2 successes and we got 1 critical
Critical.
success. That is impressive.
Check that off.
It's checked.
Check it off again.
Yeah,
Give it the extra check.
Okay, sure.
I like that. That could be a fun house rule. If you get a critical, you get a second check.
Yeah, check it.
So, you're finding mainly business stuff.
Sure.
And that sort of thing. The other problem is it's all in Serbo-Croat.
Right.
But you find a telegram in Turkish.
Roll Turkish.
Oh, the happy face.
Well, can I roll Turkish?
Please.
Okay. I failed.
Would you like to? You could push the roll.
Like a push
roll.
it.
You could.
88.
Of course you got to flip an 88.
Yeah.
It helps if
Lucky
you
number.
like sound it out.
You hear Rudy's voice in your head.
Oh yeah, I'm not there, but
Going diacriticals.
All right, I'll try. 50-50 chance.
All right, so you're
Or
pushing
56.
the roll, just to be clear.
I'm pushing.
All right.
Uncle
We've
Woody would
already got a
fumble.
fumble, and now you're pushing rolls.
Yeah.
It's a Call of Cthulhu game.
And I still failed.
All right. So you are looking at this telegram when you hear gunshots. And one of the guys in the front goes down, clutching his shoulder. You hear screaming both from the front and the back.
Is there a window?
The window goes to the front of the store.
There's no side window.
There's no side window.
Oh, Charlie.
So what just happened is 5 or 6 gunshots just came in the front of this building. And the other cultist, the other butcher,
You got it right the first time. It's fine.
the other butcher drops down behind the counter and you see him pulling out a gun.
potato. We all know what butchers actually are.
All butchers.
All butchers everywhere.
The first butcher is kind of lying on the ground going, ah, ah.
What a pansy.
I'm going to immediately cast around in the room that we're in for any good hiding spots where a stray bullet won't hit us. Because
Okay.
if there's things happening from the front and the back, running in any direction is a terrible idea.
Yeah, being under the roll top desk seems pretty secure, although definitely limits your mobility.
Yep.
There is a metal filing cabinet that you could probably get behind or,
Unhook a carcass and use it as a shield and run out.
That's in the other room.
but there are 2, so there's one door to the front and there are 2 doors, one that goes to the garage area and one that goes to the meat locker area in this office room.
Meat lockers have things hanging, which means up.
I mean, the ceilings are, this is, it is a warehouse. So like the shop is like a normal 1 story, but now where you are, it's like 2 stories going all the way back.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Erna. There seems to be shots coming from both directions, front and back, and that being the case, I don't think we should go running out. But maybe we head for the meat locker area and try to stay concealed in and amongst the carcasses, because that place has a powerful smell. They might be dissuaded from going in there.
I'll follow you, Charlie.
Let's hope it's not into hill. And make for the meat locker.
Okay, both of you make me luck rolls.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm not there.
I'm glad I caused all this and I'm not there.
Oh, no, because luck rolls, you keep me.
22 is a hard success.
All right.
I also got a hard.
Fantastic. So there is just indiscriminate shooting going on. They are shooting first, asking questions later.
Asking questions never.
On both sides.
Yeah.
The cultist has now fired back from the front. You get in here, and the guy on the bed is, I mean, you guys have been around the block. He seems to be trying to chant something.
Oh.
Kill count.
Yeah.
I mean, someone should stop him.
I'm going to see that and immediately, like, not even thinking anymore because, like, we've seen this enough. Just run over, just fucking punch this guy.
God, okay.
Apologies for language.
He makes a very sad noise as just the contact to his skin causes him immense pain. And then the punch doesn't help and he passes out.
Good.
That's a good passing out cultist.
Good job, little cultist.
And then I sipped the orange juice.
You're such a good actor.
You still better than them.
I haven't heard about that in a BBC documentary.
Sorry, lots of inside jokes.
I'm gonna pretend like I know anything about what you're talking about. Right. So with him silenced and not chanting anymore, how deep is this meat locker area?
It goes as far, but it's as long as the garage, so it's probably 25 to 30 feet long.
Are there any more exits out of the building or windows or anything?
So the windows are quite high up here,
Okay.
to let light in and for ventilation. It doesn't seem like there's an exit from here. This area, is definitely, it's not refrigerated, but it's kept colder, so they try and keep it sealed.
Do the windows look fixed or?
Yeah, they didn't want the windows open.
Yeah,
They want
yeah.
to keep it cold here.
Right.
I think that my suggestion is that we find a corner that is back as far away from any of the doors as possible, with lots of carcasses between us and the doors, and then just be very, very still, and hope that they're happy with the unconscious person in the front.
Yep. I still trust you. Let's go.
It's a terrifying thought. Yeah, and definitely make ourselves just as small as possible in this little tiny corner.
We're huddled up.
The audience, the correct thing to do is to pile carcasses on top of yourself as a meat shield. If you're ever in a
A
butcher
literal
shop,
meat shield.
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
Both of us have strength of 40, I believe.
Yep.
Right, yeah.
Trying to get a carcass down would be...
adrenaline, push the rolls.
No.
I'm just saying in real life.
It would be loud. It would be very exerting, and then we would draw all the attention in our direction.
And you're not here.
I know, I'm not. This is for the audience in case they are ever in a shootout in a butcher shop and they're trying to survive. I'm trying to save lives.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, they're not. No one wants to be in that situation.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you hear probably like a half dozen people slowly moving forward into the garage area. The indiscriminate shooting has stopped where you guys, in the back. And now it seems like they're like trying to check things.
Yeah, I'm also going to see if I can find like a canvas anything, like a tarp or anything, and just like crouch down in the corner with her and then pull it over us, like we look like a lump.
Just a lump.
Just a lump.
Just a little lump.
Make me a luck roll.
Lump. 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 Lump.
42 out of 68.
All right, yeah, you find a relatively non-viscerid
I wouldn't care if it was viscerated,
Canvas.
frankly.
And right as you get it over there, you hear the side door open, and you hear a soldier yell something, and then you hear a blam! Oh! And the end of the burnt guy.
Oh, we don't get it.
No kill count yet. Charlie prevented.
Okay, no, this is fine.
I'm trying to keep
I
the
hope
Klein
you all
kill
live.
count down.
The soldier's like, I got XP.
Kill
the
me.
machine gun guy.
He's over
Machine gun
here.
guy. He deserves it.
It's the Return of Terminator guy.
Oh, I remember.
Oh, I remember Terminator guy. That was from Children of Fear.
Yeah,
Although that was a failed sanity roll.
Well,
he failed up.
Yes, he did. Yes.
Failed him.
Yes. So they don't seem to be searching. Like they're not like, this is very cursory. But you do hear at least one guy still kind of like looking through this area as the others move up. Most of the shooting seems to have stopped at this point.
yeah, but they did just shoot an unconscious person covered in burns on a cot, so I'm not going to take any chances.
True. Someone.
Mercy kill.
Definitely like curling myself over Erna with the canvas.
Do you have a plan on how to get out of here?
Wait.
Okay.
It's like I think we're listening, like if there's any lull.
I mean, so the shooting is stopped, but now you hear like boot steps as like one guy has sort of like been told to like watch in here, basically. There's a lot of yelling at the front.
Yeah.
A little bit of screaming.
Yeah.
And then there's a bang again, and the screaming stops.
Yeah.
None of this is making me feel very brave right
Eventually,
now.
from where I'm at, I'm going to want to know where they are. But I don't know how long that's going to be.
And that is exactly why like Charlie is protecting Erna with his body and also trying to be like that without saying anything, because obviously any sound could give us away. Just breathe, be calm. Like he's doing very deliberate, slow breaths.
Yeah.
And somewhere Reggie goes, "No one cares where I am."
We're busy.
Why did he go down south about it?
He only just met Yasmina.
Whoa!
Whoa!
A, wow. Also, B, that's never stopped him before.
It's a fair point.
Yeah, gotta stay true to character.
This may just be the champagne and the tuxedo talk.
It's always the tuxedo. Which tuxedo is the question?
Well, he's still in his hunting one, I believe.
Is he?
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought he was in his archaeological tuxedo for doing or did he go into his like cement procurement tuxedo?
Yes.
Chairman, I hate you.
I had to.
You are so mean.
You put it in my brain.
You're awful.
I am a terrible person. Those are facts.
So, it's been like, I don't know, it feels like much longer than it actually has been because of adrenaline and that sort of thing. But you think the guy who was in here went away, but you didn't hear the door close.
Okay. Can we hear anything coming in, like any conversation?
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna dare to whisper, thinking that the guy's out.
Yep.
We're gonna have to stay put for a little bit. Just try to breathe.
I'm not gonna actually whisper, but out the back, maybe.
There was shooting coming from both directions.
I trust you.
Just like put a gentle hand on her shoulder and squeeze.
Neither of you are police. Neither of you are military.
Yeah.
So you don't really know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
But you figure at some point they're going to sweep this place.
Okay.
I feel like that's GM telling us not so subtly to get out.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you, Ezra.
If you were like, if your background was military or police, this would be a different conversation.
Yeah.
But you guys,
Yeah.
But you figure,
they're gonna do a sweep.
The closest that Charlie has is, hopping rail cars.
Yeah.
One of us should do a peek, I think.
That's your way of telling Charlie to do it.
No.
That's how, no, I know how this goes. No. But if you could.
Yeah.
Well,
Up inflection is the story.
also, which of us is in a skirt and which of us is in pants? It's going to make it a little easier to do that crawling thing.
Charlie wears pants.
Yep.
Yep. In this relationship.
Yeah. I'll think about it and be like, yeah, that's probably that might not be a bad idea. So I'm going to carefully disentangle myself from Erna and the canvas, put it back over her, and then like not crawl, but like crouch walk
Yeah.
toward that door, using every cover between that door and me as possible.
Yeah. So you definitely see the body is still on the cot, shot dead of the cultist that was there. The door to the front office is open. Actually, both the doors are now open, and you hear noise. You hear more noise from the front than you do from the back. There's maybe two guys talking in the back.
I'm gonna very carefully like take my hat off so it doesn't peek out, and then just very carefully peek, listening first and then looking.
All right. They're speaking a language you don't understand.
Don't care, just knowing they're there.
Yeah, there's two guys all the way back at the front of the garage door, smoking cigarettes and talking and kind of laughing. And,
So they're at like the rolling door.
yeah.
So they're between us and out. Okay.
They're not paying a lot of attention. Their guns are hanging at the side on straps. They are talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
We cut back to the military checkpoint. The phone rings, and the guy picks up the phone. He looks very happy.
Okay. I look happy too.
Yeah. He comes back and he says, "All dead!
Oh.
All Croats dead." He says in a Croat town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. As far as I'm concerned, he killed cultists. I'm gonna like try not to tear, but then I'm gonna give him a hug. I'm gonna pat him on the back. I'm like, thank you. Thank you so much.
He gets emotional. And he like hugs you back very, very strong. And he says, You did this!
No, you're the hero. You are a hero. No.
Hero.
No, hero.
All heroes.
I'll give him another hug.
He is very happy.
Oh my god.
Does anyone else have the Dr. Horrible sing-along song, Everyone's a Hero in Their Own Way, suddenly playing?
He says,
Now Erna and Charlie are gonna be so happy.
you come, we ask few questions,
Okay.
we let you go,
Oh.
you get
Okay.
back on train, you go by.
Tringo,
Thank you.
sorry.
Yes.
Okay. He will say something to the machine gun guy who like closes the door of the truck and is
Somebody got out and like hand like one of them the keys.
yeah. And they're gonna take you to the police station.
Okay.
They walk.
I'm
you
gonna
walk
glance
with the
around
guy.
to see if Erna and Charlie had followed or
You do
anything.
not see them anywhere.
Oh. Sure they went back to the cafe to drink champagne.
Erna, make me a listen roll.
Okay. I do make it, yeah.
There is a very strange shuffling noise coming from
Sausage golem.
what coming from what feels like the back of this of where you are of this room. It almost sounds like scratching or skittering.
Antonio? Yeah, peek out.
You see part of the floor raising up like a trap door.
Oh.
And it slams back down as one of the men, you recognize one of the men that was following you, like was looking right at you, and he freaks out and slams the thing shut.
I assume I hear the
You
slam
hear
too.
you hear a door slam.
And I'm hiding under the canvas.
And make me a spot hidden.
60 out of 89.
All right. One of the guards at the back snaps his head around at the noise.
Okay, I'm immediately shifting back so that I'm not visible.
Yeah, you got out of the way. But yeah, you hear a slam and you see the last bit of motion where Erna was. Or is, sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna get over there as quick. What was that?
A trapdoor. Cultists peeking out. Or butchers.
You stay hidden.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Given the new information. Okay. Charlie's gonna stand up straight and head for the door that leads into the garage and come out hands up and call out, "American! I'm an American! I'm not Croat, do not shoot!"
Make me a luck roll.
I am. 58 out of 68.
Okay.
You lucky son of a gun.
So you get to the door before he does, not like scaring him. Mm-hmm. You say something, and he immediately like brings his rifle to bear, but he's not shooting. And and he says, "Stop! Stop! Stop!"
And I'll stop.
And that appears to be the extent of his English. Mm-hmm. But he yells something in Serbo-Croat, like over and over, like in a really like frenetic voice. You think you hear something like American?
I'm just gonna stand very still, hands over my head, breathing as carefully as I can.
And we cut back. So it's a pretty quick walk to the police station. And you are brought in.
We don't need to do me. What happens over here?
And as you are coming in, walking out is that military officer that you saw in the field car way back when you were like going out to the thing and you saw the military cars coming in. The guy who's
Was I there for that?
you were just asleep in a wagon.
No,
you guys-
but I mean Nick wasn't.
Nick was not here
yeah.
for that.
But there was
you
like-
were watching.
But I read
You were in the
my
chat.
character recognized.
Yeah, there was a commander.
Okay.
And he is striding out and he stops and he says, "What is going on here?"
I'm so thrown off.
That got the laugh from the booth.
I alerted this hero to the presence of to rebels, to terrorists.
Croats?
I believe so.
And why were you there?
They had show him the arm. They had accosted me the other night.
You were assaulted by Croats.
Terrible.
I am going to their base now. You will wait here for my questioning.
Absolutely.
And as he's talking to you, his car pulls up front and he says, "Go." And he gets in his car. And the guy you were with got terrified when that guy came by. He'll take you to like a waiting room. And he says, the coffee?
Oh yes, please.
Of course. He'll go and they try and take.
In a bad mood?
That was good mood.
Oh. Well, I'm glad to see that then.
That is, oh God, what's his name?
It's a great question.
I'm not going to remember it, so you don't need to look it up.
I wrote down Commander Scary.
Commander Scary. I love it. Let's see here. It is under.
You got your fancy iPad and everything.
Yeah.
I'd probably be faster in the book. Honestly.
He's more familiar with the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get old, people.
Okay.
What is his name? It's gonna be the darn. I sometimes don't enjoy the way they lay this stuff out. I'll just not the Crusader's tomb.
What's his nickname?
If only you had a doc.
of some sort. Where would you put this stuff?
gonna look at
Where
the-
would you keep it?
Book, for Pete's sakes. We've done the bookstore. We've done the warehouse.
In the cloud.
Why is it at the very end?
In the cloud.
In the cloud.
Why would this be at the very end? Corporal... Captain Karkunica.
Karkunica. I'm definitely not remembering that.
Captain Karkunica.
Kunika. It's a cool name.
It's a neat name.
I'm glad we waited for it.
Radko Karkunica.
Radko Karkunika.
I'm just gonna call him Rad.
What's up, Rad?
Really rad.
You will not call me that very often.
All
But
right,
every once in a while.
I'll space it out.
Yeah.
You will call me that once.
Oh.
Oh,
Save it.
yeah.
Rad.
Rad.
So, you're going to be held there.
Okay.
You are held at gunpoint, and there's nobody there that speaks English. Mm-hmm. And then about 10 minutes, a staff car comes tearing into the garage. I'm sorry. And like the brakes squeal, and a man in a military uniform, kind of a fancy one, will get out and walks just right up to you and says, "Why are you here?"
I was trying to purchase some meat. It's a butcher shop. Allegedly.
Why are you in a terrorist's known operation?
Well, I was under the impression it was a butcher shop, and then gunshots started happening, and I panicked and ran.
Why were you purchasing meat?
We're staying up at the hunting lodge, and wanted to have a little
They
something.
do not serve you food?
Of course they do, but it seemed nice to add a little something since they had so many extra guests.
I do not believe you.
Well, I'm delighted that you speak English. I was trying to tell your
Patriot?
your friend here. There's a trap door back there that someone went and hid under. I wasn't inclined to go move in that direction because I didn't much fancy getting shot.
Why were you in the back of the shop?
Because I was hiding from a bloody. There was shooting happening. I was hiding as far away
A
from it as I
liberation
could.
effort.
I am delighted that it was happening, and it seems to have been very successful. But I didn't want to get caught in the literal crossfire.
You will remain here.
I'll stay right here.
He starts yelling stuff in Serbo-Croat, and like 5 guys go running into that back room.
And I'll risk lowering a hand to point where Erna had pointed the trapdoor to be.
There's no way they're not going to see Erna.
She's tucked into a corner under a canvas.
Yeah, and they're going to be tearing this room apart now.
Well,
But they first go, and the trapdoor is there, and that gets their attention.
yeah.
So, if at any point you'd like to reveal yourself or make a run for it or something, please let me know.
And I was trying to speak at volume so that Erna could hear what the cover story
you definitely
was.
heard.
Okay, I heard cover story, and oh god, I think Erna just might be visible when they come in. She's like not hiding, but just like in a like
cowering kind of thing.
yeah, but hands up,
Yeah.
cane at my side, no weapons.
All right. Another soldier freaks out, and Captain Karkunik goes, "There is another."
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mention I was a little
No, you did not.
flabbergasted at having a rifle pointed at me. Yeah, my friend and I were here buying meat. That's our.
Two
That's our
Americans.
who were stranded by the Croats who had blown up the train. We were on our way to Constantinople.
Terrorists.
Can
Yes.
I think it would be history to like, if I understood the political situation well enough I know that Germans are weird here, but
It's bad.
it's bad. Okay.
Which is why I'm trying to do all the talking.
I just look very scared.
So this was traditionally part of the Austro-Hungarian
Yeah.
Empire.
Yeah.
And then the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah.
And the Germans fought the Ottomans. The The Ottomans were actually part of the Allies in World War One, and so yeah, Germans are
Not good.
not
Okay.
popular people
Yep.
here.
Don't say anything.
So they will kind of bring you out with Charlie.
Yeah, and I'll like reach over and grab her hand.
Yeah. And I think I'm acting probably, I mean, I am scared.
Yeah.
Legitimately, but also I think I'm probably acting it up so that they're like, there's a reason why I'm not talking.
They are, they bring, very rapidly, they bring a drum of gasoline.
That's how you deal with terrorists.
And they start pouring gasoline down the trap door. And
Someone holds out a lighter for them?
This is screwed up. Internal thinking.
and so Karkunika will, so, 2 Americans at a butcher shop to buy meat.
Yes, to add to the supplies of up at the hunting lodge, since they were kind enough to take in a bunch of people after we got stranded. We're on our way to our honeymoon.
And a third.
Erna reacts.
I'm not there.
This has been a rather difficult day, sir. I'm terribly sorry I didn't catch your
And
name.
a third American drives a truck into a military checkpoint and tells us that there are terrorists here at this factory.
Oh. Really?
We have been invaded by Americans.
Well, there were a few of us on the train, and we all got displaced here, which is the absolute God's honest truth.
Why do you not speak?
I'm sorry, my wife has a somewhat delicate constitution after the war.
Why do you not wear a ring?
It's funny because I actually am. But Erna's
Look,
not.
I don't know how it is.
I look scandalized too. Like I don't know, like feel like
There
we're
is
eloping
no-
or something.
There is no tan mark?
I am very poor, and this gift was this train ride was a gift from our parents, but I haven't been able to afford a ring yet, and I'm not feeling terribly good about that.
I do not believe you.
Well, believe what you will, sir.
Why do you not speak?
I'm scared.
He just rolled an +1 on his psychology roll.
Can we spend a bit to make you re-roll that?
You know what? I love that idea.
Come on, that was a performance of the century.
Oh boy.
He just stares at you for a minute. Like, I don't know how to respond.
He did much less well the second time. He'll just sort of look at you for a minute. You will both be brought into custody.
All right.
Your names.
Charlie Afton and Erna Afton.
Your papers.
At the hunting lodge.
Why do you not carry your papers with you?
Why would we carry our papers on us? We're on holiday.
I don't know if that's his papers. I don't know what you guys are.
Shut up, I'm playing up the dumb American.
I don't know these people.
Yeah, better act like it.
So they will load you into a car, and they are going to drive you away.
I'm clinging to Charlie.
I'm gonna act like I know you because I know you. Why would I?
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be awkward.
And you are brought to a police station, and you are put in a waiting room. And there's a clock in there. It's an hour before anybody comes in.
I've already mentioned both of their names to the first guy.
What did you tell him? I know you said they'll be very happy,
Yeah.
but you didn't say like they were there or anything like you didn't know that.
Yeah, I think you just said our
I
names.
think you
they'll
just
be
said
very
their
happy.
names. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He was kind of only half listening to anything you said.
Oh, that's good. That's generous. It was a quarter listening.
Yeah. Captain, now Karkunica listens to everything you say. This guy is just like, hero.
Best friends.
Yeah.
So, an uncomfortably long period of time, and that captain comes in again.
What cup of coffee am I on?
You've had several.
Okay.
A little jittery. Do you know a honeymooning couple, Charlie and Erna Afton?
I don't know how,
You've got that all wrong.
Rudy's like gonna go, he'll start with oh yeah. What? What?
There was a honeymooning couple of Americans in the butcher shop.
Charlie
Afton and Erna
Erna
Afton.
Klein.
Afton.
Klein.
But your last name is Klein.
Yes, she's my niece. What do you mean they're honeymooning?
Boy.
They had no papers. Are you saying they have lied about their names?
They have papers. They didn't bring their papers with them?
This is suspicious.
It is.
It's like Antonio's here.
Pasta dinner.
Is this when he finally puts it together?
Kaiser shows a moment. Wait.
No.
So they are
No.
lying.
Yes?
Oh, no.
You know these people.
Erna's my niece. And Charlie's a good friend.
But not married.
Very trustworthy.
He's so smart and yet so dumb.
Yep.
But they lie. Why do they lie?
Why, indeed. Maybe.
Why are you in the butcher shop?
Well, I stole their truck.
Because they attacked you.
Well, they attacked, but then they were also following
Why did
us.
you steal their truck?
Because they were following us after that.
Why did you
truck.
not tell police?
Well, we didn't know if you'd believe us. But once I got
Your
the truck-
arm.
Well, yeah, anyone could have done that.
Who would have done this?
I don't know, but why would you?
Why did you not tell police?
It's actually a good question. I don't think I was thinking. But I was convinced to go to a surgeon. I didn't want to do that either. I might have poor judgment. If he can make a psychology roll, he can confirm that.
I think he's come to terms with the judgment of all involved. Wait here.
Let me know if you find out about the honeymooning. Like, keep me filled in on that.
So after about an hour, the door opens and the captain strides in.
I'm clinging.
You are both comfortable, I assume?
As comfortable as one can assume in here, yeah.
You have not been mistreated.
No.
How long have you been married?
I'm going to consider firm for a second, and then I'm terribly sorry. I was panicked when I had a gun pointed at me, and I said whatever I thought would get us out of there safely. And we are now not in a place where guns are firing, and I apologize for the lie.
You are not American.
Yeah. I don't know what gave it away. I did a very convincing accent.
You are not married.
No, we are not.
You went along with this lie. Why?
Well, it sounded kind of nice. I don't know.
When there's a lot of gunshots going off, it's hard to think straight.
Look, neither of us are combatants. We were in a situation that...
You were not there to buy meat. What else have you lied about?
Nothing.
Why were you there?
We were nearby, and then there was shouting and shooting, and we didn't realize just how close it all was.
We know that they told us that Rudy, an American, went to the checkpoint.
Well, we saw
And
him.
then-
We were right behind him when that happened.
Look, this situation, as I said, neither of us are combatants. These people are dangerous and are following us for some reason. And so we wanted to find out. And then a bunch of shooting happened.
So you were being followed by the terrorists.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
I don't know. Perhaps they were going to use us as some sort of political statement. Hostages? This is a situation that we're not entirely aware of all the ins and outs of.
No, although we were pulled into a situation at the train station with these people, with a lot of shouting and yelling and them trying to grab a girl. So, we know that there's been a lot of danger happening, and when that happened, the police weren't any help at all. So, we didn't have a lot of trust.
And then we did what we could to not die.
You lied.
Yeah, people lie when they're scared. People lie to not die.
You are a man who has been hardened by the world, and I have respect for that.
I am a patriot.
You're someone who's been through a lot.
And we will grind every Croat bone if necessary to find the miscreants in this village.
Well,
Are you in any way connected with HSS?
I don't even know what that is.
Never heard of it.
For once, I believe you.
Great.
Were those men in that butcher shop HSS?
I still don't know what that is, so I couldn't.
Terrorists.
They were dangerous people.
Probably. Some sort of dangerous anyway. We don't know anything about the geopolitics of anything here. We're just stuck here while the train's getting fixed. And for some reason, some of these people have taken an interest in us, and we're not thrilled about it.
And then the explosion happened.
Oh!
We'll be back
As soon as we
Just
can all
as
die
soon.
from an explosion.
just as soon as the side of this police station gets blown off.
Oh, boy.
Exciting. I love ending on an explosion.
Friends, don't forget that after this episode, we'll be doing an After Dark just for our Patreons. Hang around for that, and then we will be back from break shortly. Welcome back, internet friends. We are for the podcast. Is it a new episode for the
No.
I have no idea how that
right
works
now.
anymore.
No,
well, there you
just
go.
one solid big app.
Well, welcome back, everybody. So Karkunika came into your room and he was starting to talk to you, and then the whole building shakes as there is just a thud, and like dust is coming down, and there is screaming and yelling fairly close to you, and you hear machine guns. Ba 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 ba. You hear the same thing.
Yeah.
Karkunika draws a gun and says, "Remain here."
You got it.
All right.
I'm not remaining where I was.
Your buddy is in with you, kind of, and as soon as the explosion happened, he goes, "What's going on?"
Retaliation?
"Terrorists!" And he draws his gun and he runs out.
I'm gonna follow him at something of a distance because I don't have a gun.
Okay. They didn't even search you to find the sword cane when you're like, "We're unarmed."
It's a cane. That's a whole point.
Look at that! This, for the first time ever, the sword cane was not found.
No, they don't find it a lot of times until it's too late.
So you come out and it is chaos. You see the this part of the room is kind of the bullpen of the police station, and the back wall is gone, and there's just smoke and dust and
Damn.
everything, and then the gunfire starts, and the machine guns are coming in.
Yeah, I'm crouching down.
Yeah, you
behind
are.
stuff.
Make me a luck roll.
It's a dodge roll. No.
Would you
luck's
rather make
better.
a dodge?
I mean, at least I have a chance to skill up dodge.
It's a low chance, but it's a chance.
I've got cover. That should give me a
fine
bonus
chance.
dice.
Hey, you can roll whichever you prefer.
Can I use any cover as a bonus dice?
You know what? I'll give you a bonus die for that.
Wow.
I'm not making this, but I appreciate it.
Not with that attitude.
See, I got a
Could've been a-
77 instead of a 97.
Could have been a nice. Which one are the cursed dice?
These are the cursed dice. The 97.
And now,
is the
yeah,
cursed
okay,
dice.
checks out, checks out.
So,
I just get a little winged.
Oh, God. Again.
actually, no.
Oh.
You dodge out of the way, and your buddy takes a bullet right in the throat.
I didn't even know his name.
First aid!
All right, yeah, make me a first aid roll.
Save him. Your
He's
best
on the
friend.
ground.
I'm gonna use the cursed dice. I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry.
You're like, first aid! This is your little Dutch boy.
How bad's my first aid? I use all my luck. No, I don't make it.
All right, you're like trying to, you're like putting a hand on it.
God.
You're putting pressure.
I'm screaming for help.
Nobody's hearing anything that's going on right. But you can both make listen rolls with a penalty die.
Oh, Charlie can save him.
Yeah, no.
With a penalty die, yes.
Okay.
70 out of 73.
You hear Rudy yelling help. And help is on the way
Dun, 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 dun.
because Gangrel Claus is back.
Thank
500
you.
bits because
Where were you a
man,
minute ago when
I was trying to
needed
get it in the
reroll
cup as
first
you
aid?
drank.
That would. Your trick shots are terrifying.
You could have hit me in the face.
You got to break some eggs to make an omelet.
No, you can drill little holes in the top and bottom and blow it out, actually.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, but
I'd
then you
rather
can
break
paint
some
it
eggs.
afterwards. Easter's coming up. Time to paint some eggs.
Yeah, it's a couple days before my birthday.
So Gangrel
Happy
Claus,
birthday.
thank you so much. And this is 500 bits for the players because you're going to need them.
yeah, we are.
No, this hero needs them.
You hear Rudy
hear
yelling
this
for
scream.
help.
I'm gonna like immediately look.
And
Rudy's out there.
you've never heard Rudy like this emotive before.
Not even when Erna was hurt.
Oh, there definitely would be.
Note that in my head.
What?
I haven't been telling
It's
the
a
truth.
hero. It's a hero.
Go on.
I love Erna. I love Erna.
Just add a butt to that sentence. Go ahead.
Yeah, wait.
But this man's a hero.
I'm gonna pull the door open,
right.
already crouched down.
There is chaos.
And I'm gonna like look for where Rudy is.
You see Rudy holding both his hands trying apparently to give CPR to this guy's neck wound.
No, I'd just be trying to like stop blood from flowing out, but not crush his throat at the same time, which is just squirting everywhere.
Yeah, it's not great.
I think at first Charlie thinks Rudy's been shot because he's so covered in this
There's
man's
a lot of blood, yeah.
Because arterial spray is not a joke.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood. But he's like.
Yeah, I think if I hear that Uncle Rudy yelled help, I'm right behind Charlie.
Yeah.
And see that.
So there is. Both of you can make either luck rolls or dodge rolls, whichever you prefer.
Or don't come out of the door.
I'll take luck.
Okay.
Yeah, luck's better.
So dodge rolls will get a bonus die because you're like using
And you
cover,
can skill up dodge, which is abysmally low.
and you're not attached to any of these soldiers, so you will probably get hit by the bullet instead of.
Is
Oh,
that
but
why-
that one, I love that one. That one, yeah, it's my favorite.
It's like soldier number 7 has a special place in my
He's my
heart.
best
Captain, no!
He's my long lost half brother.
I mean, is it too
him.
late for me to choose dodge and with the knowledge that there's a bonus
You'd
die?
re-roll.
Huh?
You'd re-roll.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have a bonus
I'm
die.
doing luck. And I failed.
That's a mood.
Can I use a coin?
I mean, I'll second it.
Yes. I also.
Thank you, Gangrel.
I also fail.
Oh no!
Okay.
Do you want it?
You already used it. It can't be helped.
And I failed again.
Oh, that's worse.
Knew it. So you both take 2 points of damage. You get winged a little by a hail.
I'm
of-
gonna drag him back, and he's just gonna get shot more instead of me because you're an ass.
Take me.
I'm gonna cover him with my body, and it's gonna ricochet and hit him to the other side.
I think
Bounces off your cane and into him.
you might not hear me, but I yell for you. Uncle
Yeah.
Woody!
I mean, I'm.
Listen, die with a penalty. Although I should not give Nick penalty dice. He's got cursed dice.
He does it on his own.
Listen.
Could have been an 09.
But instead, it's a 49. My listen's really low, though, right? Oh yeah, my listen's at 21.
Oh, well, conveniently.
That would have been a success without the penalty dice.
Yeah.
For once, I would have heard something.
But you do, at that point, as you're like, you look up and you see those two with the movement.
Okay.
They've just come out of a room.
And gotten winged.
And yeah, they both are like holding their,
Cover! Get back in! And I start pulling him into the room that they
I'm
were in.
moving away from the bullets.
So
Where is
you're
that?
going.
Where is that?
Well, there was an explosion.
The inside of
Yeah,
a room.
so the
with
far
walls.
wall is gone. And there's
then-
shooting coming in, and the army is like running that way to shoot. You came from the entrance of the other direction.
You have to understand, I do not picture things. I can't. I am having a very hard
Right,
time
so that
placing
wall-
anything.
That wall of this building is gone.
Okay.
We're in this, this room is the building. So the wall behind you is gone. The door that you came in is over there on that wall.
And are there any exits from the building itself in that direction?
That big hole.
Well, there's that,
There
that
probably
counts.
was a door before.
Yeah, so over on this.
Presumably.
Oh wait, that way there was a back door. This way, that's to the front door.
Hey, let's go to the front door.
All right, so you're trying to drag this guy into a room. They're heading towards you.
Someone should grab his gun, but I'm not thinking about that.
Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get him into the room inside of. I'm trying to get him into a place that's
right.
secure.
I mean, I think we should leave.
He's dying now.
He's
He's
dead.
dead.
No one loses that much blood and survives. It's from his throat, Rudy.
I'm sorry, Uncle
You
Woody.
can get a hole in your throat and still live. Happened to me before.
What?
What?
Where's the scar?
Oh, it's probably there.
Let's go. We need to get out.
How do I check if he's dead? I want to believe he's still alive. Penalty dice?
I want to believe.
I want to
You
believe.
can roll first aid and ignore it.
Oh, regular first. Well, wait.
Yeah,
but
just
knowing
roll
he's
your
dead,
first aid, and you can ignore the.
I fail it very badly,
this man,
but not
you
critically.
could live a long and fruitful life, if only you didn't desert him. Oh my God. You heartless bastard.
Stay with me. Stay with me. I cradle him to my chest.
Are we running?
This random guy has gotten the most affection out
He
of
is a hero. He killed terrorists who cut my arm.
Are we running past him?
Yeah,
I guess I'm going with. I'm meeting up
I
and then
grab your
going with-
arm.
Yeah. Ow!
I hard.
Yeah.
I got shot too. Let's get the hell out of here.
Come on, let's go.
We're going.
You
I might be a little slower though, because I'm carrying a guy.
do you just like fireman's
No,
kick?
I'm not gonna.
You're dragging him.
such
You're dragging him by
disregard.
his neck.
No!
How are you dragging?
Yeah.
Tell us how you're doing it.
You're maintaining.
Slowly, because I'm trying to.
You're maintaining pressure on his neck with
No,
one
I'm not
hand.
maintaining. I can't do two things at once.
So what are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
tell
wrap my
us.
arms underneath his, and I'm gonna carry him out with my arms across his chest.
Pushing me.
Holding.
Squeezing all of the blood out of him.
I'm frantic, and I
And
don't
failed
know first
several
aid.
first aid.
I don't know first aid. That's been established so many times. That's why I come running to you.
and I've told you he's dead.
Yeah, but I think that he's not. So let's keep moving. And somehow I got this feeling that if I abandon him, he will die. But if I don't, he'll live a long and fruitful life.
You know what? I feel like a right bastard put that in your head.
Well, that may be true. Might be.
So you get to the front door because there is the mother of all distractions going on.
Is there anyone here who can help?
There is a very scared clerk ducked under the front desk who is like says something to you in cowering Serbo-Croatian. And the door opens and a guy in plain clothes says, "You are the Americans. Come with me. You'll be safe. But leave the pig."
No! He's a hero.
The guy draws a gun.
Uncle Hootie.
This man is a butcher. He kills my people. We don't have time. Leave him. Come. We will get you to safety.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll roll a psychology on him.
On this
quick.
guy?
Yeah.
Oh, may I do so
Welcome.
as well?
Of course.
I got it. Just regular.
98.
Is he moving, breathing?
You don't trust anybody in this place.
That's valid.
Is he breathing much? Is he?
There's not a lot of breathing going on.
not a lot of breathing.
Not a lot of breathing going on. I mean, I don't want to disparage your excellent first aid.
No, Rudy knows his
He
first
didn't,
aid.
he
He knows.
didn't crit fail.
He knew to look for help.
Yeah, you didn't do this guy any favors.
Yeah, I'm gonna close his eyes, lay him down.
Nice, sweet prince.
Is his gun still on him?
Yes. You made the psychology roll?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, this guy is scared, hyped up, and seems very trustworthy. He seems to believe everything he's saying.
But
He wants to help us. We need to go.
Rudy's like, I believe everything I'm saying.
yeah, that doesn't mean you should trust me.
I don't. And I grab your arm and I pull you out.
A hero.
I'm gonna grab the nameless soldier's gun and
He had a name. I just didn't learn it.
tuck it into the back of my pants under my jacket as we take off.
All right. He will. He runs outside, and you all jump in a car and tear away. And you drive out into the wilderness.
Oh.
And he's like looking back constantly, trying to make sure you weren't followed.
I would try and do first aid on Erna, but I'm gonna ask Charlie for help.
Do you just want me to do it?
I mean, I can help.
Can you?
Are you hurt? You're so bloody.
No, this isn't mine.
Here, if you can hold her sleeve out of the way,
Okay.
and I'll
All right, make a
do first aid
roll.
on her. Rolling so many dice tonight, I'm terrified. That is a 54 out of 61.
Okay, that will. I mean, you get a D3 back, so
Okay. I need a D6. Thank you. 4.
You feel great.
So
points.
2 points.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
you're back
back to full.
Yeah, very very gently, cleaning that bandaging.
Oh, I can do that. Here, let me see yours.
Not a chance. No, I am good. I'm all right. I'm fine.
Erna, hold his sleeve up.
I trust Charlie.
If you
as she says that,
I don't want to think about that right now. There's a lot. Look, there's a lot going on. I know I didn't get answers. I feel like I should just push it down and let it ferment or fester, and then I'll address
That's a
it later.
callback. Probably after drinking.
The guy, like, after you've been driving for about 20 minutes, the guy, like, lets him breathes a little. And he says, I think we have not been followed. My name is Arno. I'm with the HSS.
God damn it.
Arno?
This is not the reaction I was...
What in the hell is the HSS?
We
We are
just heard
freedom
about...
fighters. For Croats.
And this
Look.
is your land.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we get out?
And Yasmina's a Croat.
Who's Yasmina?
A friend.
A Croat sister is a friend, always.
We are in the middle of a scary situation, you understand?
Why? What? All we were told was that members of our organization were being held at the police station. But then I find Americans.
I don't think there's any members of your organization that were being held there. Did you have anything to do with the butcher shop?
What happened at the... No, we're not...
Do you have any of your people at the butcher shop?
No.
I think...
Those people give me the creeps.
Yeah, well, they're cultists, so yeah, makes sense.
Cultists?
Yeah, and butchers.
A kind of terrorist, if you will.
Terrorist is a loaded term.
But it applies to those cultists.
They,
Why were you in the police station?
because we were investigating the cultists, and then...
Yeah, why were you in the police station?
Because we were investigating the cultists.
But why were you in the police station? How did investigating the cult...
Because somebody led them to the place we were investigating.
Why were you in... Why did you go in? You told me not to go in there.
I don't think I did. I think I wanted to go in real bad, and I got to, and I got a telegram that I couldn't read earlier.
With a little more time, it is a telegram that describes you,
Oh,
the group,
yeah.
and says they will lead you to it. You know what to do.
So a vague cultist kind of message.
yeah.
Okay.
And
But
it
it's-
just says M, period.
Moriarty.
Oh, Charlie. Macriat. Gotta be Macriat. Brotherhood of Skin. Turkish. It's, yeah. What was
Those
your
are
name?
all words that
But
I
what was
sort
your-
of understand.
What was your name again?
Arno.
Arnold? We are dealing with a separate thing. That endangers your town, but is not... You've got a lot going on yourself.
You don't want to associate with us.
You can't go back to town now.
Yeah, they
Because
got
we were
all
seen
on...
with you?
I mean, we were in a police station. What do you think was going to happen in there? That guy...
We were heroes for pointing out those terrorists. Everything was going to be fine.
Did you vibe check that captain at all?
He did say...
Like, I don't know who you were talking to, but that guy, I don't think it would have ended well for us.
Like, no one will ever find your body. Kind of not end well.
No, I didn't get that vibe.
This is how the Serbs operate.
Look,
Can we go...
we're not
we go to the-
from around here. We're stuck while the train is getting fixed, while the rail is getting fixed. And frankly, I do not mean to diminish your struggle at all, but we're dealing with a different problem, and we don't know anything about what's going on in this area.
Although we've been learning a lot
Look, if
the last day.
you associate with us, you're going to be taking on a lot of our problems, and if we associate with you, we're going to be taking on a lot of your problems.
I think
And
his
that's gonna
point
be
is that
more-
we are associated. Like, on your end, you still have time to not associate with us.
Yes.
But
He's listening to this whole conversation, just like kind of getting more and more scared.
Good.
that is actually a sane reaction. Impressive.
Can you drop us off at a dig site?
That's back in town.
It's not all the way in town, though.
It's on like the edge of town.
On the edge of town. Well,
Town.
We
We have to tell Reginald because he's associated with us.
Oh God.
yeah.
Then you're like, hey, when was the last time we saw Reggie?
So, but he...
Just before we went to the butcher shop.
Yeah,
didn't mean too
hours
long.
ago.
Yeah.
That was 2 explosions ago.
But he's... I mean, I'm not that worried about Reggie. He's got so much money.
The fire was probably an explosion.
I think, nah.
He wasn't there for that fire.
Yeah. What's your plan?
We are hiding from the Serbs.
All right.
They're going to butcher everyone in the village. So we have to stop them.
And how?
Well, doing what we did there, blowing up their trying to destroy their military capability. But that Karkunika bastard is a zealot. He'll stop at nothing.
Yeah.
Look, if it's what you want, we'll let you out. I would rather we do this before you know where our hideout is.
That's fair. Just out of curiosity, I forgot the doctor's name, and I don't have the real doctor. pulled up.
Bellinzada.
Yeah. Do you know Dr. Bellinzata?
He's a Serb.
Anything else?
I hear he is doing good things for veterans
Yeah.
that were hurt in the war.
Yeah.
He did a superb job on my arm. Excellent.
He's not.
You don't think he's involved in the political situation?
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
He helps Serbs and Croats alike.
Yeah. He seems like a good guy.
That feels like it should overrule the, he's a Serb.
These are difficult times.
Yeah, they are.
The car is stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you want to take us to your hideout.
Yeah.
I am very sorry that you have been brought into this. I feel responsible.
Well, thankfully, you did it to me at gunpoint in front of the clerk. So thank you for that.
Yeah, that could help a story later.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Is there... I don't want you to give us too much information.
If you walk about a half a kilometer down the road, there will be a farm on your left. The farmer is mostly deaf. Steal one of his horses and you can get back into town relatively easily.
All right.
Well, there's 3 of us, though.
He has a cart. It's going to be the guy who was...
Oh no! We've ruined this guy's life.
the law
horse
of
and buggy
conservation
guy.
of NPCs says.
We'll get him killed. We're going to get both of these NPCs killed. It's,
And then Arno will say, all I can tell you is don't be in town tomorrow at noon.
Tomorrow at noon.
Okay.
yeah,
Got it.
can do that.
And in return, the people that gave you a creepy feeling, stay well away from any of them that are still alive. They don't care about Serb. They don't care about Croat. They don't care about any of that. They serve something bigger and scarier.
Thank you. We'll keep an eye out, and if we have to deal with them, we'll deal with them.
Fireworks, generally.
Yeah, burn them.
I wish you and your fellows all the luck.
Sadly, I think luck will have more to do with it than anything a man or a woman does.
I mean, frankly, that's about all that we're running on.
Goodbye, my friends.
Goodbye.
And the car will drive off.
I'm not stealing a horse.
Why not?
Why not?
You can just walk.
We drove a while.
20 minutes of driving.
Yeah, they drive 25 miles an hour.
Yeah, and we walk 4 miles an hour.
We ran a mile today.
Do we want to just go back to the lodge? Well, we have to do something about Reggie.
You are covered in blood.
You're covered
Dried
in
blood now.
Are there any rivers nearby? Oh, they'll be so cold.
It's like February.
If we go up to where the horses are, there'll be a horse trough.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay. Yeah.
We can at least get you cleaned up and then decide if we're going to steal the horse.
I'd rather not steal a horse.
Why?
You stole a truck?
Yeah, that was from cultists.
Yeah.
Appropriated.
Look, I mean, I understand. I'm from Texas. Horse thieves are not looked upon kindly, but gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
We're in a tricky situation right now. Maybe while we're walking, we should talk.
Yeah.
So, game plan. Is there a
Yeah.
plan?
Why did you tell me you were married?
I am.
Erna goes pink.
That's I mean, that's not true.
No,
It's
Yeah.
not.
it was the easiest lie to make them sympathetic to us as quickly as possible.
Okay, it's just.
Charlie and I are seeing each other.
Antonio appears on her shoulder and goes,
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
You've been gone for a while. Where have you been? But don't point at me. Where have you been?
I'm not listening. I'm walking. I'm quiet and I'm walking. I'm processing.
he holds his head and he walks down your back like it's stairs. And, and is gone.
Creepy.
Tony, we can talk about pasta later. Bigger things.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Is that okay that I told him? I probably should have asked you first.
No, that's all right. It's something we maybe should have discussed sooner. But.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Are you saying it's fine in the American male way of not thinking about things that make you uncomfortable?
No, it's fine.
Yep. Right. Got it.
Well, now that that's out of the bag, maybe we should talk about the very bad situation we're in.
Yeah. So when did this start? How long have you been keeping this from me?
I mean, not a very long time. We've only known each other a month.
Antonio's like,
I mean, a couple of weeks.
We haven't even really gone
Couple
on
of
a
weeks
we
and
haven't
a
even
month.
really-
That's
we
so
haven't-
like a literal couple of weeks.
We haven't even
or-
gone on a date yet. Okay, I mean we have kind of. We did a dinner.
Yes.
Which is it? So you
We
did.
did.
Well, but the dinner was when we
now you see why
Confessed our
Carcunica was
feelings.
so mad at them.
we're still figuring things out. It just started,
Okay. So
and I want to be honest with you.
yeah. So this isn't a honeymoon.
No, we did not get married.
No.
We-
But you told.
But yeah, that was a lie.
Yeah, but then you were keeping this from me. So how do I know?
I don't think we were keeping it from you. It just hadn't had an opportunity to say it yet.
Keeping it from me because then you just turned to Charlie and asked, sort of waited to tell me. So you were keeping it from me.
As a couple, I don't even know if we are, but we are, I think. Anyway,
Well, you just said you were.
yes. So you should talk about things, as and check in, right?
It's not the
agree.
climb.
I've never
That's not a client.
I've never dated anybody before. Okay, I don't know how it works.
This is fine.
It is fine. So let's talk about something more important.
Okay.
Not that it's not important. Of course, it's important.
For whatever it might be worth to help this fit into your brain, Rudolph, I care very deeply about your niece, and will do everything in my power to keep her safe and happy and protected.
Wish I could say I trust you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, can we talk about the very bad situation we're in?
Yeah, we should get in touch with Reggie. Does he know?
No.
Sorry.
I think so.
I think he might have guessed.
I think he just could tell.
It's not something that we really discuss.
Yeah, we didn't tell him.
But you think the explosion got his attention? Well, he'll probably go back to the lodge after the explosion.
Maybe, or he'll go around where he last saw us looking for us.
Well, he stayed put. We don't know.
Which would be back at the dig site is where we split off.
Dig site, yeah. I mean, do we just go?
You did run a mile today.
I ran a whole mile.
I mean, I think that the question is because that telegram translated to they'll lead you to it, which means there's something here for us to find. I think it's a piece of the simulacrum, right?
I think it's a knife.
Oh, that's right. So whatever it is, we need to get it from here, if only so, Reggie doesn't come tearing back here to get that damn knife.
What time is it now?
Gotta be getting late.
It's probably like 2 or 3 in the afternoon at this point.
Oh, I thought it'd be later than that.
I mean, it wouldn't be...
Because I think it was, oh no, it was after lunch. No, you're right. So it's probably like 4 or 5. It's getting dark, for sure.
Which maybe is good. No, it's curfew.
I mean, depending on that, they have been thrown into an absolute uproar,
Yeah,
which I think will mean one of two things.
yeah.
Either their curfew is going to be even more enforced because they're going to be just out patrolling everywhere, or enough people got hurt that they're going to be dealing with that situation for a hot minute, and this is the time to get into the ruins.
And the cultists
Yeah.
probably mostly got burned alive. We witnessed that. So, this is the time, right? To go to the ruins.
I agree.
Yeah.
But we need to move fairly quickly, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that face.
You have been making faces over there,
I just rolled a 98.
Yike.
Mr. Denny. We shouldn't let you roll.
So,
So-
we're moving. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I like it when it's the BBEG rolling a 90.
Well, we don't know who was rolling.
What was that, 97,
Somewhere
98?
Karkunica just cut himself shaving and died.
Okay.
that was Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie cut his throat.
He put on the wrong tuxedo and now he's in a pickle.
Aw.
So everybody make me a navigate roll.
Okay.
Have anything in navigate? No.
Yeah, pretty sure
I have a little, but I've only made it by spending luck.
Oh, man, I almost did.
Do you want to spend luck to get it?
But I'd have to spend 4 luck, so no.
So you can follow this road back into town, and that'll get you into town. But that may not be the fastest way to get where you're going. But you're just not sure of the layout of it.
We only know the Van
I mean, it's not a terribly big town.
Yeah, no.
So,
Once you're in there, you'll be able to get to the ruins, no problem. So you actually see the smoke coming from town before you see town.
it's over there.
Yes, yes. And whatever the you guess probably the police station. There's still some burning. And it's still, as it gets dark, there's still an orange glow over there.
I hope there's torches at the dig site.
Who knows?
Yeah.
And you do not see a checkpoint as you get to the outskirts of town.
Well,
So we're gonna circle around.
I was going to say if the dig's on the edge of town, I think circling around till we get to it is going to be the best option, and then just find somewhere to lay low until it's properly dark.
So it's sort of on the edge of town, opposite the hunting lodge. So the hunting lodge is on one side of town. The dig is on the other.
Perfect.
And you've kind of come sort of in the middle. So you're going to skirt around one way, and you get to the fenced-off dig site. The fence is.
Where we meet up with Reggie and Yasmina.
They're waiting for us.
Yes.
They do not seem to be there.
They must have gone to the lodge then.
Well, we didn't have. Did we have a meetup spot?
I don't
A
remember.
planned
think we
meetup
were-
spot?
No, you don't even have a backup hotel.
I know.
I don't know what those are, okay? I wasn't here for those campaigns.
I don't even know who you people are anymore.
We are not the same, but different.
The best part is Dane left a clue, and it's not like
Oh no, he left a clue.
Good for him.
Be expecting a butcher shop and
No,
a police department to get burnt down and blown up.
he was not expecting. Really, he blames the relationship reveal. For it all. That's-
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
that really-
You never be honest with people.
That is the takeaway here. Yeah.
Wow,
You know-
that's the takeaway. I see.
That kind of sounds like
I'm your
Reggie.
family.
I know, and I
This is how
and
I
I
find
told
out.
you. I told you.
So you kind of semi-quietly have found your way to the dig site. It is dark. There doesn't seem to be a night watchman. There's a fence with barbed wire around it, on top of it.
But not razor wire?
No,
Then you just throw a coat over it.
exactly.
I didn't know that.
Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that.
Anyhow, I throw a coat over it. If only we had a tuxedo coat. Those are the best. But
I mean, but in a pinch, a leather workman jacket will do just fine.
Reggie will buy me a new coat.
Look, all right, when you grow up in Texas and you want to have some mischief in the middle of the night.
Oh.
I'm positioned with my hand already. Like, fair enough.
Okay, let's go.
Up and over.
I'm going.
And then you climb over and just look at Charlie.
No, Charlie's short. I'll. I mean, I'll be tempted to like be kind of a jerk, but I won't. I won't
So you all get over
because I can be trusted.
As can we.
as I'm demonstrating.
Yeah.
As I'm demonstrated by not yeeting you over the fence.
It's
Although
pretty
the image
easy
of
to-
Charlie just.
It's pretty easy to get in. It is. You know that most of it has been cleared out, because you saw a collection of everything that was there. There is a. There's not, it's on the outskirts, so there's a couple of residences nearby, but everything seems quiet. There's a huge hole and a tarp over the hole secured to the ground.
Tarp.
Big hole?
Thwarted. Can't get in now.
Our one weakness,
Yeah,
tarps.
Tarps. We move the tarp out of the way.
Yeah, Erna's rubbing her hands. This is an archaeological dig site. Yes, very
All
good.
right. So yeah, you. There is a stone stairway leading down into the earth. It kind of evokes for you that entrance down into the tomb in France.
I thought that was exactly what came to mind.
Yeah, I think Erna's like left arm sort of tingles.
Although this is much more refined. This is stonework going down. This is a more this is not as rough, but it still feels very similar.
Do we have anything for lighting? Is there anything around?
There's nothing around.
We've got
I'm
we
feeling
got
my way.
matches.
Yeah,
We got matches.
Yeah, Troy will pull a book of matches out of his pocket and light one.
Can't be going through this with a book of matches. That's not gonna...
No, but maybe there's something down here that we can light.
I'm hoping.
Oh, I'm an archaeologist. Perhaps there's, an archaeologist kit around.
Make me a luck roll.
All right. Here we go. Come on, Anna. No.
Do you wanna?
Oh, I got one
already.
here.
No, you
Oh, we
used it
used it.
already.
We used it.
Used it.
Well,
I push my luck now.
Everything has been cleared. Doctor
Dragomir.
Dragomir cleared everything out of here.
All right, too bad.
Wait. Did I bring a flask? I forget. Did I bring a flask of oil with me before? Did I still?
I thought you used that to burn a man.
No, that was the lantern.
Oh.
So
Is there any sticks or anything? Can I just search around?
like
for...
I can make a makeshift torch.
well,
It's gonna be better than a match, but that's not. Or you know what? We can cut up some of the leather on my jacket, maybe.
It's already ruined.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not, I could still wear it. I'd rather not do that. Yeah. Let's just light a stick on fire.
All right, yeah, you
I like my
find
jacket.
you make a torch. It's not great, but it's something.
It'll burn out
It's better
pretty
than matches.
quickly. Yeah.
And you come down as you're coming down the stairs. Anybody who wants to can make an archaeology roll.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Have fun.
The Kleins get excited.
And the
I
Athens
am
just
not
like, nah.
terrible, but I don't make it.
Okay.
Almost hard, but
All
I
right.
did get it.
So you can tell by the supports and things that this was the basement of an existing building, and it was built to be concealed.
Ooh, this is a trapdoor situation. I'm very excitedly telling you all about this.
And you come into the first room that appears to be a guard room. There's the remains of 2 cots. There's a weapon rack, and there's a prayer bench. And there's a wall mosaic that takes up most of a side wall depicting the Archangel Michael with a sword and then an open hand. Sort of a mixed message.
These cots, is this people who are guarding this cots? Or is this
They're the
like-
remains of 2 ancient cots. Yeah.
So
Wow.
is the fabric usable?
Yes.
For the end of a torch, for something better than a
yeah,
stick.
but your archaeologist niece might.
We need light. The stick's
There's so
gonna
much
burn out.
information in this. We could see.
Please, it's gonna burn out. It's a stick. It's a stick.
I don't want to look. You
Now
can do
you're-
it.
You,
You can do it.
I don't know if I can do it now.
I don't want to
can't-
look at it. You're just destroying.
I haven't done it. I haven't done it. Okay, hurry up. The stick's gonna burn out. Keep going.
Well, I'm just watching this like a tennis match.
There is a door that was once stout and locked that is now open and kind of aged and fallen away. And you come into a T-shaped room with vacant shelves and empty bookcases. It's clear from dirt and footprints in the dust that this has been cleared recently.
Is it clear? Because we have light from a stick.
It's still fairly clear.
And it also makes sense. There were a lot of documents in here that are in the storage unit.
Yeah.
In the center of the room is what appears to be a small stone sarcophagus. The sides are carved with depictions of angels battling demons. The lid, carved with an image of the Archangel Michael defeating Lucifer, has been removed and lies against the wall. The sarcophagus is far too small to house an adult body, and the interior is lined with dark lead tiles.
I mean, did they build these with false bottoms?
With lead tiles? That seems awfully heavy.
I'll look in the sarcophagus. Is there anything in there?
There is one tile that has a strange symbol carved into it. You can make a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
I had a feeling.
It's a button. I push it.
I had a feeling I was edging towards a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Here we
I
go.
have to push that roll.
Yeah, 88 again. Damn.
Boy, it's almost like we've got River in this room.
Yeah, it's a symbol you don't recognize, but you do recognize the inscription that is there in Latin. Pestiferam lugubrum unguem anguis tolere noli. Remove not the serpent's claw, bringer of plague and sorrow.
We'll move not.
I push it.
Serpent's Claw, isn't that what that
It's
bag
the
is
knife.
called?
It's the knife.
Yeah. Is this where it originally came from? And then it got taken to, where did Reggie say, Sophia?
Perhaps. He said something. Reggie said something about that it was returned to its rightful place. So perhaps
Here.
the doctor brought it back.
I'm looking around.
That seems to be it for this room.
I pull out my briefcase and I've got a little brush and I'm like brushing around the like tile to see if there's like, it feels like a mechanism or anything like that.
Doesn't seem like it. You do notice that the lid the inside of the lid has more of those lead tiles and another one of those symbols.
Okay, I know I already rolled Mythos, so you can tell me no. You're allowed to. But I do have occult as well. Could I roll occult on this?
Make me an occult. Okay, occult. Yeah, make me an occult roll. Sure,
I went in on occult rolls.
you can do that.
Oh, I can't make it, but I went in
Yeah.
on the roll.
Yeah, maybe.
I put points into this a while ago. No.
Your dice are
Critical
not
success.
kind tonight.
Critical success.
What?
What?
I rolled an 02.
What?
So, you don't. Occult will not tell you anything about the specific symbol, but from the way the symbols are situated, the fact that the inside is lined with lead, and
They were trying to stop Superman.
you feel like these were some sort of protection.
Sure.
Runes.
That it was runes to keep whatever was between them in place.
Yeah, I'll point out, like, I think this is some sort of seal to
Not
keep
anymore.
what was in here.
Yeah, was is the operative word there.
But where could it have gone? It's not in the storage unit. The cultists don't have it.
But I will take notes on how they arranged it.
Yeah.
Is there enough light to, like, write
You feel like if you could make this symbol at Stonehenge.
I didn't get that one. I didn't get that one.
Oh.
The first reference I've gotten.
I mean, it's time to roll fine art to replicate these symbols.
We can do it. We can
I'm
do
not
it.
joking.
No, we can do a loving. Let's do a loving.
Make me a fine art roll. Get all the skill checks.
Yeah, regular success.
All right. Yeah, you make an okay rubbing of this symbol. You could definitely, you feel like you could recreate it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Just in case, if we have it and it needs to be sealed, we're going to have Reggie buy a lot of lead.
In town, you hear sirens.
Well, that makes sense.
I pause and I try to gauge if they're coming towards or away.
It seems like it's staying in town.
Okay.
All right. Let's
A lot is happening.
press onward.
So there's nothing more here.
Yeah.
Well,
That we know of.
that you can see. This chamber is the last chamber.
No, there's got to be more.
I mean, I'll do a spot hidden.
Yeah, I'll also be going around like pushing on
You
different
guys
parts of the
spend
wall.
time looking for false walls or anything like that. You don't find any.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking for clues. I'm looking for something that could have been left here.
So it's getting late.
Yeah, we got all night.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, as you say, we've got all night. The bells in town ring midnight.
We got all morning.
And a translucent figure
Oh.
kneeling appears before the thing, and it looks like a knight, a crusader, putting something into that sarcophagus, and then putting his hands and saying something. And then he cuts his wrist. He cuts his palm and like drips his blood in around the edge of the sarcophagus and then puts the lid on. I think that's sanity rolls for everybody.
Oh, okay.
You've just seen a ghost do a ritual of
Kind of old hat. Oh,
that's a-
57. I don't make it.
99.
Oh God.
Okay. You are fascinated by every aspect of this. This is, first of all, this is a clear indication of what Dr. Smith was talking about way, way back in the day with his para-epa phenomenon.
It's a haunting.
And this ritual, this thing was doing some sort of ritual that you could probably learn.
That's what I was paying attention to.
But this is,
I was kind of like, can I admit the blood thing? But that was kind
If
of
you made the roll, you don't lose anything. If you failed, you lose 1. You're going to lose...
roll for me, buddy.
Woo! Well, things just got complicated.
Uh-oh. What did you roll?
Is this a fight, flight, or freeze situation?
I'm going to make you an offer.
Okay, yeah.
You can
Uh-huh.
choose to gain more Cthulhu Mythos or not.
Give it to me.
Wrong answer.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to do an evil cackle first.
You're going to lose 5 sanity.
And how much permanent sanity is she going to lose?
Yeah, that's a great question.
You are going to gain 2 Cthulhu mythos.
Okay, cool.
Not too bad.
You're speaking too soon.
Okay.
Because there's an and
There's
at the
an
end of that
and.
sentence.
And all you need
Uh-huh.
for this ritual,
Uh-huh.
you could perform it right now. All you need is the blood of another.
Of another?
No, he used his own blood. Are you saying he put...
He used his own blood. That was the problem with the ritual.
Oh, I need someone else's blood. But the ritual is a sealing ritual.
You're pretty sure, but it's also a protection.
Oh.
I bet it works best with the blood of a family member.
Yeah, I just absentmindedly am grabbing at you. Uncle Woody, come here. Come here, Uncle Woody.
I'm watching this too.
Yeah? Yeah, you're seeing her like...
Protective. It's a protection spell.
Obviously.
So we could cast it.
Yeah. We have the rubbing.
But he did it wrong.
What did he...
He used his own blood. He needs to use someone else's blood.
Okay, now I lose 1 sanity.
I made the roll handily, so Charlie's eyebrow just like crawls up.
I
do you
mean,
need
it
to-
is incredible. The amount of, like,
Yeah. Does it need to be the blood of someone you love?
well, I have so many options in this room.
Oh.
When you think about it, this is like next level. Like the amount of people in my field who would give anything to get to see someone actually, like from the time period, doing the thing.
This is a primary source.
This is a primary source.
That's enough for one night.
But it's a protective spell. So what would it protect us from?
Well,
the
no, it's
cultists.
protecting the thing that you put in.
Which we don't have yet. But it could also be a protective spell. I think it could be used in a more general way.
So, like, we could put part of simulacrum. Should we take this sarcophagus with us?
If we can carry it. I can't.
I can't get over the fence.
Yeah, that would be hard.
Yeah.
Maybe victory lap if everything goes super well in the town. We grab the sarcophagus.
Oh, that's not happening.
But I think we could take those tiles. Kind of them out.
Charlie's just sitting here watching the
wouldn't
two
let
of you.
me-
Like,
You wouldn't let me.
I'm not going to
Shut
destroy
up,
it.
Hot.
It belongs in a museum.
this belongs in a museum.
Not your museum.
Bury it.
I mean, if Erna wants me to pry out a lead tile, I feel kind of silly.
It's the
having
least
made
you
the
can do
rubbing.
if you're not going to bleed. But did I say something? I thought I was having an inside thought.
Nope, that was an outside
Yeah,
voice.
we heard that.
I feel great.
You're not sounding so great.
Maybe we leave these lead tiles here.
But they're useful.
Well,
We could use them.
we have the
practically.
rubbings.
I just don't know if we can recreate it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be unfortunate.
That is the most unconvincing
Charlie,
you've ever been.
make me a listen roll.
Okay. 78 out of 73.
Everything's fine.
Listening's hard.
You know, especially when I'm staring at like
Yeah.
my girlfriend
Yes.
going crazy.
Yes, you're watching Henry and Indiana Jones nerding out over.
Just give me your knife.
No, let's go back for now. If we need to, we can always remake it. We have the rubbings. You don't want to destroy history. I make a persuade roll.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh, PvP roll.
Yeah, PvP.
Irregular success.
Okay, would you like to resist that?
No, I'll listen.
Yeah, you destroy this artifact.
Funny you say listen.
Ah,
That failed listen roll it suddenly becomes an easy success because in this small enclosed space, you hear the bray of a wild animal.
It's a wombat.
You whip around and it's nothing you've ever seen before. This is the body of a gorilla, maybe? With the legs of a man? With the head of a pig.
It's Man Bear Pig.
So it's got teeny legs on a gorilla. We just push it over.
Charlie's gonna pull the gun that he got from the.
We're gonna go into initiative.
down.
Yeah, let's
police.
go.
Sword cane comes out.
Sword
I'm
cane
not-
out.
Yeah.
This is a perfect sword cane
I
opportunity.
look forward to you swinging swords in a small.
It's not swinging, it's thrusting.
Yeah.
Very specific.
I mean, that is more how fencing goes. in the
Exactly.
Olympics.
Fencing. Yeah.
We go for the jugular. That
We're
worked
not,
on
we're
that
not
other guy.
crusaders this time, Ezra.
We go for the weak, dainty legs.
His Achilles heel.
Yeah.
So first things first, everybody make a sanity roll.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, I'll fail it.
57 again. I fail this one too.
96. I actually
no.
failed one.
55, and I did fail, yeah.
Everybody fails.
Just because I wasn't. I'm not scared.
You know
I'm just
what?
startled.
You can all do it. Roll me a d6. This
Can I
thing
have a
has
D6?
scared you.
Scared me.
It startled me. One.
1.
6.
Okay. So you two lose 1 point.
Okay.
You lose 6, and make me an intelligence roll.
Oh, is that Cthulhu Mythos?
So,
still?
Charlie, you're at like 92
I'm
now.
at 83.
You've lost your damn mind.
Intelligence 53 out of 70.
Okay. You gain 5 points of Cthulhu meter.
No, I didn't want it.
Told you to fail the roll.
As
The club.
you look at this thing, and
You see yourself in its eyes.
in a terrifying second that lasts an eternity, you see every seam on this thing. This thing has been created. It is a patchwork abomination that has been put together. It is the sum of, it is more than the sum of its parts. It should not be. This thing must be destroyed. This thing is just an unholy, unnatural evil. And
I recognize those pristine stitches anywhere.
Looks like a butcher.
No.
no?
Looks like a doctor.
Oh, doctor?
I mean, it does kind of look like it could be a butcher or a doctor.
But I didn't make those rolls, so I'm going to shut up now.
Okay.
This is a completely natural abomination.
And we will move to initiatives. Wow, it's not great on this end.
Well, Charlie's first if they're not great.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a bunch of damage, then we're going to find out that it's friendly and intelligent.
No! He made a big noise.
Why have you hurt me? I just want to help you.
No, give him Blackjack's voice.
Then I'll stab you to death.
I believe you're going to go first, Charlie.
reincarnated.
Probably. I drew the pistol. I don't know what kind of pistol the military man would have had.
It's a big one.
Cool. Terrifying.
Pull the trigger and test if it has a safety.
I mean, I know guns well enough to know to see.
Enclosed space and firearm.
That's okay. We don't use listen.
We weren't using listen anyways, Ezra.
Listen was already bad. I'm gonna aim for center of mass and pull the trigger. And
Okay.
there's a lot of center of mass.
Make me a pistol roll. Do you have pistol?
I don't have anything but the base.
right.
I wish this was a rifle.
So you're just making sound.
Okay, cool. No, it's fine.
I mean, yes, obviously. That is a 60 out of 20.
All right, there is a terrifying bang. Everybody make me a con roll.
Okay, I'm good at that.
This thing somehow rolls under its 130.
Oh, I got it.
Regular success.
Somehow. I did not make it.
All right, so you're the only one that's deafened.
I'm holding the massive gun. Of course I'm deafened.
Yeah.
You hold the pistol towards your face.
I'm used to a rifle.
She's basing it against her shoulder.
How do I?
She's bracing.
I mean, it's not like he hasn't shot a pistol before, but not well.
Apparently it's been a while.
Clearly.
Okay,
If it just had a bump stock, you would have nailed this thing.
that was 65, I think.
Yes.
60s,
55.
55.
And then 50.
You're all gonna go before this thing.
Okay.
Give it the old 1-2.
Yeah, 1, 2. I think I don't know what this thing is.
By the way, technically,
Uh-huh.
2 of you
We're going to flank it.
2 of you are currently suffering from what less
Generous.
less sensitive versions of Call of Cthulhu would call temporary insanity.
This is the fight, flight, or freeze,
Temporary,
isn't
you
it?
say?
Yeah, I have questions about
And the
that.
other one of you is Nick. So
I mean, what do you call fighting this thing other than insanity?
it's a good point.
You're not wrong.
I'm choosing fight.
There you go.
So, yeah, me too. But okay, it's blocking our exit. It came down that
Yes.
way. Yeah.
It takes up most of the passageway.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going for jugular with the sword cane.
All
I'm
right.
going for an opening.
Okay.
Make me a sword roll.
No.
All right.
The most sad little no.
Push the roll.
Okay.
All right. Wait. So you're gonna push the roll?
Yeah, let's do it.
Worst case, I get another cut.
Worst case, she's throwing the cane.
Why would you throw on a sword
Why would you push a sword cane roll?
to like get the thing?
I got it.
Okay.
That's why.
I guess so.
And that's a hard, right?
Did you get a hard success?
No. I'm not that good at swords.
I believe you are.
I know you do.
All right. Roll your damage.
Okay.
It's a D6.
Yeah.
And then I think you get the bonus.
This thing has 2d6 damage bonus, by the way.
Cool.
And, not to sound like we're playing a game that I would not, it might have claw, bite going on here.
Oh, weird. Fuck.
You absolutely have play that game when we persuade you to.
I'm just gonna knock it over because it's so top heavy, and then it's gonna spend the turn getting up.
I did 4 damage.
4 points. That is you make a tiny scratch.
This is bad.
Well, we knew that.
It feels like its skin is like your sword. I mean, as you stab in,
You went for gorilla. I said go for dainty human legs. You know how to cut human flesh.
Ooh, and you know how to cut feelings.
So what
No,
happens
Arna
on
just
the
nods.
critical?
Yeah.
on a critical, you do double damage.
Okay.
Which is sometimes worse than
did we
half
come up
damage.
with
Well,
something else?
so originally I
thank
said a
you.
critical was max damage, but with firearms that's actually worse, and firearms is most of the fighting. You know what? Actually, hold on. Before you roll that damage,
I just rolled that damage.
we're gonna, even though it's more complicated, we're gonna do different rules for melee and for firearms because I think max damage with firearms is better, but with this max damage. So with this, a critical is max damage,
Okay.
not double.
Yeah. Okay.
So
then.
melee, it's double then max. Firearms, it's max then double. Because firearms typically do much more damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay. So then that would be 7, which
all right.
it ultimately is the same thing as double for this.
Yeah,
so.
it did not. It did not
nothing
enjoy that at
changed.
all.
Thank
like
you very much.
it like roars in pain.
I made it. I pained it. Defensive stance.
Yeah. You say that out loud? Okay.
Like as defensive as you can against this thing.
It is going to attack both of you because you have heard it.
Okay.
Make me luck rolls.
Okay.
Who gets the claw? Who gets the bite?
I'm gonna get both of them.
I got an 84.
Got a 10.
Okay. So the claw is going towards Erna.
Can I dodge?
Oh, I recommend it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I recommend it.
Oh, cool.
Can you use parry instead?
I'd
Is
accept
that a thing? How do you do that?
Use
So
sword
you
cane instead of
you
dodge.
roll your sword,
Okay, that's better.
and you're trying to get a better success than I got.
Okay, well, you made a noise, so.
Give him no 1. That's not an old.
Nope, I failed.
All right, so you're not so used to like parrying. Not a lot of parrying.
And also, he doesn't have a sword.
Well, also that's yes. You're like Andre the Giant and the Princess Bride. I'm used to fighting 5 guys, not 1. So this is gonna hurt because
Okay.
this is gonna be 3d6.
Jesus.
Tuck and roll.
I tried.
Wish I had a bit. That is 8 points of damage. Very sad roll. How many hit points do you have?
My max is 8.
Yeah. So this is not like this was. I said claw. Instead, this is just the most hellacious backhand. As like the thing like snaps its jaws at you and just like goes like this, and your head goes crack against the wall, and you slide down the wall unconscious.
Yeah.
I know you can't hear me, but Charlie!
And then the bite against you, you can also dodge.
I'm a parry instead.
I just rolled an odd 7.
Oh my
Roll
god.
lower than that.
He's rolling.
I just rolled an
hot.
odd 7.
Wow.
Okay.
What happens?
Tie goes to the PC.
Okay.
So there is a split second. As you are falling unconscious, the last thing you see is like this thing's mouth about to like take his head in. And his sword just goes kang off the teeth of this thing and it like flips back. And then you fade into
I think,
darkness.
oh, that was super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Thank you.
We probably aren't going to die. Okay, back to the top. So you are like totally out of it now with the deafness and with everything that's going on, and with 2 people trying to sword fight this thing, and your girlfriend just got knocked unconscious.
Yeah, I think that I latch onto that more than anything else.
Okay, so you've still got the unholy, you know, you've got the fight thing going on.
Yeah.
But why don't we say a sand roll to try and break through that?
Okay. 73 out of 83.
All right, yeah. So you drop the gun and you run to Erna
Yeah.
just to get her to safety.
Yeah, there's no other way out of here.
It's true. So I guess you're going to go further back in the room? Is that?
I mean, at the moment, I'm just trying to get her away from that thing and get her to wake up. So I would like to, like, scoop her up in my spindly little reporter boy arms and get her further back into. And I would like to do first aid,
Okay, well,
something to get her like wake up.
okay. I think getting her away is going to be your first roll. And
Okay.
then first aid will be a secondary thing.
Sure.
Let's say maybe either I'd accept a dex or a strength roll. Dex would be you're darting in to like grab her and run away. Strength would be I'm just dragging her out as fast as I can.
My dex is much better.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's much better. None of my dice are cooperating with me tonight.
My dice are
Mine have been
the parrot sharks, birds of paradise,
parrot
people.
sharks.
Not a sponsor, but awesome dice.
I didn't get to do my dice ritual before the game, and I think that screwed me over. Yeah.
So I rolled a 66 on a 65. I'm going to spend the luck
Okay.
That's
to make
how
that.
he gets you.
Yep.
Now he's going to ask you to make a luck roll.
Probably.
Immediately.
God, I wish I had a luck roll teed up there. So, yeah, you like
There starts to be a cave-in. Rocks are falling. Make a luck roll.
you dart in, and you like grab Erna by the collar and just pull her to the back of the room. You're kind of behind the sarcophagus now, and you're you're gonna start first aid next round.
Yeah.
Okay. You are dreaming the dreams of Morpheus. Actually, you have a hell of a headache, but
I'm doing something.
it's your initiative now.
Yeah,
This thing is bleeding from where you sliced it, but it does not seem dissuaded.
two's better than one. I'm going to pick up Erna's sword.
Dual wield!
Kill faster.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you can either
I mean, honestly, I'd have one at the ready for keeping it at bay and
Yeah.
then try and get an opening.
Oh
with the
yeah,
other.
that is with the.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll make you an offer.
Okay.
You can, if your attack is successful, then it will have a penalty die on its attack, because that'll represent like your sword is in a position to like
Make
hold
it
it
more
back. Yeah.
difficult. Okay. Let's hope the luck doesn't run out. 49 is a regular hit.
Okay, roll your damage.
Please be max. 5 damage.
Okay. All right.
Oh man, Erna would have thought that was so cool.
It's going to have a penalty die on its
Charlie, help.
2 attacks.
Like, now's where the sand roll's really kicking in. That's like, right now, it's like, before I'm like, I'm tense, but this isn't so bad. And I'm like, this is freaking horrible.
Why didn't I run?
I am like trying not to pee myself.
God, we're gonna die here.
Oh,
Maybe.
I would.
Oh, penalty die.
I'm not going to say I want Reggie here, but he could.
If only we had that sword polo mallet.
This would be the moment. The sword mallet polo game.
Money bombs.
Everybody knows the one weakness of these creatures is polo mallets.
Yeah.
It misses with the claw with the penalty die. And then it tries to throw its mouth at you. And luckily, you can't fumble with a natural weapon. So,
Oh, luckily.
yes. I mean, for
Luckily
me.
for
Its tongue is its weak point. It doesn't want its dainty tongue to get cut.
But so that your secondary sword helped. All right, so you're gonna do first aid. So make a
now.
first aid roll.
Yep.
So you can do. You can either get her awake, or you can give her hit points back.
Pick up the gun and help me.
no.
Hear me though.
I can't hear shit. I'm
Here's what you hear. For the podcast listeners,
No.
No, I can imagine that was happening like when Erna goes down this thing, and then I turn around, like, you know, when in the movie when it's all
Yeah,
choppy, and I'm like, and my mouth is just moving.
I think I want to get her conscious because then she can help run.
Okay. Make a first aid roll.
28 is a hard success.
All right. So with a hard success, you are at 1 hit point.
Okay.
And you are now conscious.
Whoa.
And everything is terrifying and everything hurts.
Oh.
Not everything. Trust me, when your head hurts,
Everything else pales real fast.
yeah.
When I see her eyes open, I'm going to say far too loud because I'm deafened. We need to get out of here.
oh, with your head hurting too, that's
You will act next round.
Okay.
You're coming to.
That's fair.
okay. I'm hoping that I hit
All right,
this thing.
same thing. A successful attack will give it a penalty die.
You're gonna watch. Rudy Fall is gonna. Nope, did not make it.
All right.
I'm gonna push the roll.
Ooh.
That's what 2 swords are for.
Fantastic. I love it.
Okay, this is gonna be bad.
All right. So you, I don't even.
The sword cane is. He cares more about that sword cane than anything else.
I am
when you
off
think
that
about
one.
it.
Okay.
Now.
So yeah, you push the roll. It grabs, even worse, it grabs Erna's sword cane and it just goes snap.
We're fucked.
And make me a sanity roll after that. This is really more just a fear roll.
Oh no, you don't need to. I mean, he makes it, but he's
So you
properly terrified.
Yeah, but you stand your
but
ground.
he has his wits about him.
You are being the hero.
Martyr.
Well, all right, fair point.
6 of one, half dozen of the other.
If you bleed, maybe I can use it to protect us.
Let's just make a little circle in the coffin and crouch around it.
Well, that's a 98.
Oh.
So you know what? That's it
Slice its hand up real good on that sword.
yeah, it kind of cut itself. It's like, "Rah!" And then it like swings at you sort of absentmindedly and misses.
How do we get around this thing?
Well, so you're the only. Well, actually, you two are going to hear this. There is the sharp report of a rifle, and this thing goes and like falls over on you.
Well, I'll move out of the way.
Yeah, you barely get out of the way. And coming down the stairs is a well-dressed Texan.
Backup character.
Oh, you're Reggie's friend.
Where the hell is Reginald Sterling?
Do you see that, right?
I asked you a question.
He was in a cafe?
We expected to see him here. I expect you expected to see him here.
We expect that you expect that we
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! You don't know where he is?
No.
The only other place we would
He
get
turns
is he
around
went to
and
the
walks out.
lodge.
Oh, wait, don't go.
He turns around. If you don't know where my boy is, you got nothing for me.
Oh, you care about him.
I care about what's going to happen to me if I don't find him.
Right.
You're his father?
Shut the fuck up.
So, just to be clear, he went missing? We've been in a... I don't know if you've seen the town today, but it's been on fire and...
That mostly wasn't us.
That mostly wasn't us.
I don't care.
So...
Oh, good.
But Reggie's missing?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. You don't know where he is. You're of no use to me.
But we could work together.
I'm good. And he starts to walk away.
Oh. Well, thanks for saving our lives, I guess.
I'm gonna pick up the broken
Oh,
parts
my
of the
head.
sword cane.
Ow.
Mostly not to leave evidence.
He pops back in. He goes, Reggie mentioned a doctor.
Yeah.
And, like, the rifle is not quite at a threatening angle. What's the name?
Oh God, what's his name?
Um,
He's a nice guy, though.
Listen. Do you think the doctor took him?
I'm going to find out.
Well, let us go with you.
I'm good.
Why don't you want a team? Cooperation. I'm sorry, my head hurts really bad.
I think you're answering your own goddamn questions. What was the doctor's name? Where is he? At the hospital?
Well, the hospital, one spot, yeah.
Nick doesn't remember the doctor's name.
Bellinzada.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, Dr. Bellinzada, who I got a pretty good read on.
Bellinzada.
Yeah.
He seemed up front with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck you very much. I'm leaving. And he walks off.
He's gonna go shoot up a bunch of people, I think. And you didn't bleed at all on Gorgie. Incredible disappointment.
What was that? Was that like?
I just, if you had bled naturally, I could have used the spell to protect us.
You didn't bleed either.
No, I did. Well, maybe I didn't.
No, you're bleeding pretty.
Yeah,
bad.
I'm bleeding.
Oh, there you go.
But I can't use my own blood. If you cast a spell, you could use my blood.
Well, I mean, it's a moot point now. It's dead.
Yeah.
And I mean, that ritual, you saw the night. It took him a little while.
We could be faster.
I mean, that would take practice, and we just got jumped by a gorilla boar.
Yeah, that is weird.
Let's get out of
Charlie?
here. I don't think Charlie's listening for some reason. He's ignoring us.
The silent treatment.
Yeah. Wow.
What?
Oh, this is like the bell tower, but reverse.
I'm sorry, I can't hear anything.
I motion to leave.
Reggie's missing. Dr. Bellinzada.
He can't hear you.
I'm talking out loud.
Okay.
I'm talking.
No, you think?
I love to do that. This thing that just showed up.
Well, we don't know if he
I'm gonna inspect this terrifying thing.
Yeah. Oh, you're really you're interested.
It's interesting.
Erna, maybe not.
It has evidence, clues.
We need to get a new
Why
sword
did
for you.
a thing attacked me?
It's an
You have one
unnatural
more.
thing that's been all
No,
put
this
together
was
by
the
someone
last-
else.
Is this the
I
last
think you had
one?
one more. 'cause
No,
you
that
brought-
was the last one.
No, no. Google Doc.
Whoa!
No, that's true.
There were 3 that you bought originally, plus mine. I lost one.
Yes.
You gave me another one.
So is the other one like... In
I don't know where you keep it, but luggage.
Yeah,
With
it
the
could be in
arms
our
or something.
luggage.
Yeah, there's another sword.
Somebody in the hunting lodge is
were-
cool king. It's a sword. Cool. Rad.
I'm just gonna take a quick look.
But this is the one I got for Erna, so it's special.
All right. This So
No, this isn't.
This is kind of fast. So I'm gonna make you an offer.
Okay.
Would you like to gain some more Cthulhu mythos?
The answer's no.
I think I'm good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is the answer no?
Yeah.
Is
You
it?
never learn anything. He
you
just
want-
gives you more Cthulhu
Yeah, do you want me?
mythos.
I can I roll Cthulhu Mythos to like,
Wouldn't help you here, but you can. I mean,
so I can just gain more.
by examining this thing in great gory detail.
But I don't know how much time we have. I mostly want to discover what Charlie discovered, which is that it's sewn together.
So what you discover?
I'm examining it now, actually.
All right. Would you like to gain some Cthulhu mythos?
No.
Join the club.
But I want to examine it.
All right. So
I
Charlie,
wanna-
they're all like just all up in this thing, and they're like looking at the joins. They're just like.
I'm gonna just
I want to see
very
how...
carefully step over, pick up the pistol, put it back in the back of my pants, step over all of this, and go back up the stairs and sit on the stairs.
All right. You see the Texan is sitting on a rock smoking a cigarette.
Oh,
Look at him. Am I getting any of my hearing back at this
Yeah,
point?
yes.
Okay.
He's like ignoring you. He's just like,
Yeah, I'm honestly like once I read that he's not like a threat, I'm also ignoring him and just trying to get my rubbing my ears, trying to get my hearing back.
How clean are the cuts where this was...
you don't see cuts. This is like joins. There's no stitching.
oh, but skin grafts.
But what I'm trying to figure out, does it blend or is it a sharp?
It's sharp.
Particularly the human...
It's sharp.
That's what I mean by like how was it?
So there's a definite line.
Yeah. How
But
smooth is that line? How
It's
straight is that
super
line? How
line.
even is
It
that?
is. It is uncomfortably and slightly maddeningly clean.
The knife that was used for this.
Like nothing about this.
whatever instrument was used to.
You think the serpent's claw did this? Yeah,
I mean, yeah. I'm just.
but I also think,
What
God,
else?
I
mean,
cannot get a read on the doctor.
because like I'll hold out my cut too and see
Yeah.
how there's like it's not as even.
No. No, this was, dare I say, surgical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dare say it. Which is why I can't get a read on this stupid man. Did he send it after us? God, I got such a good psychology roll, Uncle Woody.
Yeah. Sometimes you think you know someone.
What does that mean?
Just saying, sometimes you misread. You don't.
Is this about Charlie
No,
and I?
what? No, what are you talking about? I'm fine with that.
Me too.
Yeah. So so maybe we should.
So there's a compound, right?
Maybe we want to.
We should go to the compound.
Just
Can
talk
we?
to him.
I mean, Reggie's missing. There's some very clean knife wounds.
Well, I mean, it could be something else.
Could be.
Could be, but it's
Reggie
just-
could have fallen prey to any number of things, considering the
He
town
could
right now.
be skunk drunk right now,
Oh, maybe.
having sex with someone.
Oh, that does sound like it.
That's probably what's happened.
I hope so. That'd be good.
But I'm just saying it's uncanny. The
Yeah, no, it's freaky.
yeah.
In like a.
It's more unnatural.
It's kind of. It's
Yeah.
kind of freaky in a cool way when you think about it.
No.
Sort of. Why? How?
So we're
Could
gonna
I do it?
let's see if we can catch up with him.
Yeah. Let's go.
Are you okay? Maybe you should.
After about 5 minutes, the Texan gets up, nods at you, and walks over to where he has cut the gate open and just walks through and out into the night.
I'll return the nod, even like little tip of the cap.
2 Texans.
2 Texans.
All right. And he just disappears into the night. And that's,
I will note which direction he's going from
he's heading
here.
back to town.
Okay.
Do we know where the compound is? He just mentioned a compound to
I
Reggie.
don't really know
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh, and Reggie got that cool.
Reggie did.
Reggie did a
Did
scry.
he know where it
Is that the
was?
clue he left
Did
us?
he give us any
Hold on, I just want to look right at the camera for Dane. Reggie knows exactly where the compound is.
Well.
Lol.
Well, the Texan does too, so I might end up jogging after him when we come out.
He is nowhere to be seen. Charlie is standing at the top of the stairway.
No, he's sitting. He's not wasting energy standing
right, yeah,
anywhere.
Charlie, did you see
But just write it down.
Texan?
Don't yell right now.
Antonio looks at you like,
And I do the hat and I point like which way.
I think based on the hat, I'd
Yeah.
get a sense, especially if you do like a gun gesture too.
Yeah, I'll do a push raise.
I'll point in the direction that he went.
How long ago?
How about like 10 minutes?
yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah, you
so.
spent an uncomfortably long time going over that body.
I think I spent just the right amount of time.
Like-
Yeah, I did. It flew for me.
Like, they need
Time
to take
flies.
baths.
Time flies when you're having
Who
fun.
knows
And when it
what
doesn't
kind of
exist.
like,
When it doesn't exist.
Both of you are covered in far too much nasty blood.
see, this is where we need Warhammer is a thing called corruption, where like if you touch gross things, you have to roll to not get
It's almost like
infected.
Cthulhu mythos. You don't get two. You don't get two, Ezra. Unless we're playing Down Darker Trails, then you get all sorts of different.
All right, let's go. Follow.
Yeah.
So you're going into town.
Oh.
I mean,
Covered in blood.
if it's
Is he
10
just going to the-
Minutes, and
but-
it's a little ways. I'm gonna try and jog and see. Maybe he was moseying.
Nah.
It is his natural mode of transit.
He was
We know
striding.
the compound exists. We know that.
Everybody make me, I'm going to call it an intelligence roll.
Okay.
Very no.
I like how, for another roll it would have been no, but for intelligence.
Very no. Yeah.
I mean,
69.
so
Nice.
there were at least 2 gunshots here. You know, there's a chance that, depending on what's going on anywhere, that you could
Right.
draw attention.
We should, yeah,
Yeah, let's go.
maybe not be here.
I mean, if they're coming in the direction that we're going in following him, they're going to come across him first.
And he's got a big old rifle, and he'll take care of him.
Sorry, what?
Exactly.
So Rudy is pointing into town.
Oh.
But the compound was probably up the edge of town.
Well, I'm jogging.
I'm just gonna gesture at both of you and all the blood that's on your clothing.
Jogging in the direction.
So you're just taking off.
I'm not going to go into town, but I'm going to try and like
See if I.
Well,
can
if you're
catch up
gonna
and
if you're
see him.
jogging in the direction he went, you're jogging into town.
Yeah, but
Because you're on the outskirts right now,
We're already
and the
on the
outskirts of this town are like 2 blocks.
2 blocks. Okay. I mean, I'll run out of the fence to see if I see him, and then if I don't,
You don't see any, you know.
ah, shit.
Compound. Got to find the compound.
Yeah, we don't know where that is.
It's got to be somewhere.
Yeah, we don't need to find Reggie,
He's.
who may be back next episode.
Maybe.
We have no clues.
I bet he's at the compound.
I thought he was at the compound. That's why I was wanting to go to the compound. Because the doctor kidnapped him.
I mean, if
Maybe.
he thinks, well, okay, we know. Do we have any information on that compound whatsoever?
Reggie does.
Because
But we don't know where
talked
Reggie
to the
is.
doctor. Cursed 2 weeks. Can't remember something for a week, much less 2.
So you talked to Dr. Bellanzada,
Yeah.
and you got he was in. So
We did get his home address.
you do have his home address.
Yeah.
Well, we should go there.
Yeah.
At 1 a.m.
Covered in
blood.
blood. Yeah.
It's not my blood.
Look, either he made that man bear pig or he can help us.
I've got layers now because you can only wash out so much blood. So
I bet he has a bath.
yeah.
Patina, you've got blood patina.
When you're covered
write
in
down
blood,
what
1 in
you're
the morning
telling
is
me.
the perfect time to visit someone's house.
Well, and you were unconscious.
Yeah, I think I have a concussion, probably.
You hit your
Yeah,
head
your
real
sword's
bad.
Broken.
What?
I'm sorry. It grabbed it and snapped it.
What?
Yeah. We'll have to get you another one.
Yeah.
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 Where are we going?
Dr. Bellanzada's home.
All right.
He's got a bath, or he made a man-bear pig.
So on her hand is written
No, I have paper.
Bellanzada.
I have paper.
Oh, you're right.
All right. This is a terrible
Bath.
I mean, a doctor after you got conked on the head makes a lot of sense.
If he's on the up and up, it's a good place to go. If he's not, this is the worst place we can go tonight.
Well,
And we're gonna go there injured and exhausted.
At 1 a.m,
at 1 a.m.
hoping
1
he's
a.m.
awake.
Live fast, die young.
I'd like to not.
Yeah, that's not a good mantra.
Yeah, you're old.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty loopy. Let's go.
All right. You.
Alonzi.
Everybody, make me a luck roll.
Oh, God.
All I need is 2 successes. That's all I need.
1 success.
I got a 1.
Well, that takes care of it.
Okay, because I failed.
I was waiting for a good roll.
So yeah, nobody. It's empty. There's nobody out and about. And you make it to Bellanzada's house. Everything's dark.
Is there a
Clank,
bell?
clank, clank, clank. Well, I'm sure there's a knocker.
Doorbell.
There is a knocker. Yeah, you knock on that door and you don't hear a thing.
That we could break in and investigate and take a bath.
Sorry, we broke into your house. We had to take a bath.
He told me to come seek him out if I needed help.
That is an open invitation.
Yeah. I need help.
That'll hold up in court.
We would get arrested for so many things at this point.
I mean, yeah, we're already.
Honestly, if we're able to get back on that train, it's going to be a goddamn miracle.
We're probably wanted right now.
By several organizations.
Yeah.
I'll knock again after a few minutes, just in case he's just having a little trouble waking up.
All right. He will.
Although this is. Oh no, he went to the compound, I guess.
Or maybe not. Does he sleep at the compound? We'll find out.
I mean, he has a perfectly good house.
Yeah, nice house.
Why would he have directed us to go to his house if he didn't go to his own house?
Yeah, unless he keeps it. That's where the bear pigs live.
Well,
Don't give him ideas.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
I'm talking all concussed right now, so.
Here we go. So after about 20 minutes of like tap 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 tap.
there's no tap, 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 tap. I'm not like, please wake up.
All right. The door opens and a disheveled woman in a dress coat opens it, and is looking very confused when she sees all of you.
Hello, we know Dr. Bellanzada. We're in trouble. He said to come here.
Does Camilla speak English?
I'll try German too if I have to.
She speaks German.
Okay. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Yeah.
And I speak.
Yeah. Okay.
And tell her, Dr. Bellanzada gave me his address. We're in trouble.
Who are you?
I'll introduce myself.
She was hit on the head. Oh, we don't speak English.
I say, I was hit on the head. I'm in trouble. And he said,
You should go to the hospital.
it's a bad idea.
He's not here.
Will he be back?
He's asleep. Go away.
Please. He said we could trust him and that he would help us.
He will help you tomorrow. Go to the hospital.
It's too late.
It is very late.
Yeah, but in the other way.
Please leave my uncle alone.
Oh. I can understand your protective instincts about him. Please. Can I make a persuade?
Roll puppy dog eyes.
You can make a persuade
I'm
roll.
not good at it, but I'll try. Or not.
Oh man, family bond. I just rolled another odd one.
Jesus.
And I got an 11, so I did a hard success.
All
on
right.
the
Well, she
persuade.
was critical.
Yeah, but why are we fighting?
Critical what?
Why is it? Why
She's
is?
because
Why
she
are we
doesn't
against
want-
each other?
She doesn't want you to come into this house.
She doesn't have to do that. We're not asking to come into the house. We're asking.
No, you're asking
Where?
to come in. She hasn't mentioned the compound.
No, we're asking to see the doctor.
Yeah, And
She says he's
She
asleep.
said the doctor
She says
won't-
he's asleep.
She also said that he wasn't here.
Yeah. Well,
Then,
do
but I
tell
don't
me
know
what-
that. But you heard
I'm,
her
coming,
say
I'm
that.
translating. I'm translating.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You come back. Go to the hospital tomorrow.
We can't. I can't.
I'm translating for you. What do you want me to say to her?
That it's urgent.
It's urgent. What
And
about the, what
I'm
about
covered
the,
in blood.
what about the compound?
She starts to close
I
the door.
put my foot in the door.
All right. She looks scared.
We're not threatening you.
She notices the change in her. And she says, I will scream.
Don't. Look,
Wow, you're good at this.
look, I got hit over the head by a man-bear pig.
Go to the hospital.
Your uncle is a doctor who told me he would
Where
help
do
me.
doctors work?
He's... Look, we're really butting heads right now, and my head hurts. You seem cool. You seem like a good person who would understand that we are in a dangerous situation and we want help. And your uncle offered us help, and we are seeking him out. If I could go to a hospital right now, I would.
Why can't you go to a hospital?
Because there's a war zone outside.
But they will help you.
The war?
The hospital.
I'm at an impasse. You did react to the compound, though.
You said.
Yeah, I'm talking out loud. Erna has no filter. She's concussed.
She will just. She says, "I wish to close the door."
And if you translate, that'll be just one.
Do you have any suggestions? I'm not good at this.
If I was talking directly to her, I
Can
might
Charlie
have
hear you?
said
Can I hear you?
Your
been a
hearing is
while.
coming back.
Yeah, it's like watery underwater sound.
I would change gears and
Charm offensive.
let her know that we think her uncle is in trouble.
Oh,
Because we just talked to a man
who? Oh, yeah.
carrying a rifle.
Look, listen. There might be a man after your uncle. We need to speak with him now.
He is asleep.
Yeah, well, he's in danger.
He is safe.
I don't think so.
You are concussed.
Yeah, and I'm being honest with you. Look, he's in trouble. He's in danger.
I think you are in trouble and you are in danger.
Yeah, I agree.
Then you should go away from here. We don't want any trouble.
He's in trouble, actively, right now. You don't want me to warn him?
She's just like,
I mean, I don't need to roll. I believe that she's lying.
bam! Another shot rings out and she falls dead.
Oh, no.
And walking down the road is the Texan.
Oh, no.
He's just like, you sons of bitches screw everything up. That's how you get in a house. Now come inside with me. And he steps over her dead body, kicks it inside.
Can I make a sanity roll?
That seems entirely appropriate.
I fail it.
Okay, you lose one.
Okay.
I will crouch and check to see if that was an instant kill or if there's anything that we can do to help her.
She might still be alive. Her body is twitching. It took a big chunk out of this area.
I want to try to help if I can.
Okay.
I'll assist, not by rolling, but by doing what you instruct me to.
When you're done with the lost cause, close the door. We gotta search this place.
I can't hear him, so I'm not throwing anything at him yet.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
On a high note.
Oh.
We miss you, Dane.
That is going to do it for Quests and Cthulhu for this Saturday. Thank you so much for the bits, for watching, and for what I assume is a very lively chat. And we will be back next week. And don't forget, Friday, is the arena. Oh wait, let me go to the end game.
This next Friday.
Outro. There we go. Ha
Haha.
So wait, we're off next week.
It hasn't been updated.
Oh, we're not off next week.
No.
But don't forget, Friday, the funny thing is, it was somewhat right because it was like the arena's on Friday. And I was like, oh, that. So we are not off next week. But we are going to have Friday, the Carbon 2185 arena is going to be up here with Warren in the world's least comfortable chair.
Most comfortable.
That was a tick joke.
Yeah.
Oh, love to save that for after dark.
Oh, God.
But
Chippendale?
huh?
What?
Yeah, well, it was part of that. Warren will be here GMing. We're going to have several players and Patreons. You can make characters for that game.
Yeah.
Information
Sabotage
in the
this.
Discord. Somebody make a really sad Dewey. Come on, just do it for me. But we will be back here next Saturday. Until then, Patreons, remember, hang out. We're going to have a last Call of Cthulhu coming up in just a few minutes. But for now, goodbye, Internet friends.
Bye.